What's up, everyone? Welcome to this week's episode of the Talking Bull Podcast. I'm Anthony, and this is Nick.
Hi.
And we're here to give you your weekly rundown of the nerd news that we found interesting, as well as what's been on our mind for the main topic of the week. And this week, we're going to dive into video game movies, why they suck, and will they ever be good? More likely, probably not. So we're going to start this week off with some movie news, I think. Let's go with some movie news.
Okay. Movie news?
Movie news. So, this week there was a little bit of news, and not even news really. It's more of just Dave Bautista, if you don't know, the wrestler, also one of the stars of Guardians of the Galaxy, made a note on a podcast saying that he overheard or just said something of hearing stuff that Spider-Man may be heading full-time back into the Marvel Universe movie canon.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I didn't read that.
Yeah, it was a little snippet he was doing. I'm not sure what podcast he was doing, but he did mention it. He mentioned it off the cuff and then kind of immediately backtracked on it, saying like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have said that, but here's what I heard. So that's all it was, just saying that he overheard someone saying that Spider-Man would be making his full debut and not just little side entrances into the thing, so Marvel would have full control over Spider-Man once again.
Cool.
So there was just that little bit of news. Also, we finally got some confirmation on the New Mutants. Basically, what they had already stated that Missy Williams from Game of Thrones would be Wolfsbane, a character I know nothing about because I don't know the New Mutants.
Yeah.
I actually looked it up last week when we broke the story of them saying that they were going to do the mutant story.
Yeah,
and then I think, I don't remember if we actually did the story or just skipped it. All right, yeah, because we said it wouldn't get made.
Yeah.
But, so her and Anna Taylor-Joy would be Magic.
Yeah, that's Colossus' sister.
Yeah. So
I
depending
recognized it once I read Rasputin.
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
Yeah, there it is right
cool.
there, Rasputin.
Yeah, once I read that, I was like, oh, that's Colossus' sister. Like, I've heard of her.
Yeah, I have too. And judging by who plays Rasputin in whatever movie they decide to do with him, he's
it'll
now.
probably be the one from Deadpool.
Will it though?
I'd assume so.
I don't know either, because they used mocap of some dude and then some other guy for voiceover, though, right?
Did they?
I believe so. That's how that worked.
Oh well, then maybe the same two guys will continue the character.
So that's our little tidbit of movie news. There wasn't a lot of big movie news like Kevin, I always get his last name on Feige. Foggy. See, I was nowhere in the ballpark. I guess he's tired of fans asking about if there will be a crossover or not between the movies. And basically,
And so he said he finally said something about like, oh, it will happen eventually.
Yeah.
Right. Which I believe is 100% false, and that he's purely tired of. He's been telling you guys for fucking years it's not going to happen.
But the thing is, why don't they just do a crossover though?
I think he just doesn't. He couldn't be bothered with it.
But how hard is it to be like, look, there's Deadpool. Or not Deadpool, there's Daredevil.
Yeah.
Wrong D guy. But yeah,
I
how
think
hard would it be?
Maybe Daredevil would work. I don't know if the other ones would. I haven't watched the show, so I couldn't give a full...
But any of them, just have someone show up. You don't have to explain any of their character stuff.
For years, they've been saying no.
Yeah.
And for years, they get asked every fucking convention, every fucking interview, every whatever. They always ask crossover.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure it's just purely, you know what, fucking tell them eventually. Maybe they'll stop asking for a few months.
Yep.
You know, just give them what they want, and we'll never fucking do it because we've already told them for years we're not going to do it.
Just pay him $5 to be in the movie. It's not like he's expensive.
Keep fucking asking, so we might as well just tell them what they want to hear. Maybe it'll go away.
Like, even Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which, by the way, was renewed for some reason. I think the show sucks, but apparently it's good now. It almost got me to watch it when Ghost Rider showed up, so there's that.
You did watch it, didn't you?
I did. I watched the
episode.
first 3 episodes, and then I was like, this show's stupid.
You never checked out the Ghost Rider ones?
No, I never bothered.
Oh, I thought you did.
Because then I'd have to watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh, I guess.
And
but I thought you told me that you did.
I had planned to, but then I was like, nah, I don't want to.
Fuck that.
Yeah, basically. So that got renewed. That's just jumping into TV news, but since we were there, I figured I'd do it anyways.
Yeah. I didn't have any more movie news. Did you?
I just wanted to make fun of this. It's Edge of Tomorrow got a sequel and a name.
Repeat.
It's Live, Die, Repeat, and Repeat.
Yeah.
That's a really bad title.
There's something in the article.
I did. I went back and read the article. It's basically because the book
The book
has
and the
Live
movie,
and Die.
Yeah, the book, and when the DVD or the Blu-ray came out, it was marketed as
Live, Die, Repeat. Yeah, and because
so now the
of
sequel
when
is
they
being
first
called that.
yeah, when they first were marketing the movie, they didn't want to have Die in the title because
Yeah,
that
so they
doesn't
put
sell
Edge of
well.
Tomorrow.
Yeah,
But then when they did the release of the Blu-ray, they had that Live, Die, Repeat somewhere on the posters or marketing of some set.
but again,
then
anyone who
moving to
just
the
saw
title.
Edge of Tomorrow was like, "This is a really stupid title."
Yeah. Although I did see someone or somewhere, someone suggested the obvious, which is Edge of 2, like the number 2.
No, that's too. I hate that shit. No,
M-O-R-E, like
no,
you know,
I hate that crap.
Tomorrow, like
Too Fast, Too Furious.
yeah, I kind of
I hate that shit.
Well, I don't know,
Fantastic,
if that was
Fantastic Four stick.
Fantastic Four Stick. Yeah, everyone loves Fantastic Four Stick.
Go find me one person. The director didn't like that movie.
Nobody liked that movie.
No, they
But
didn't.
I think they liked the title.
Yeah.
No, but where was I going with this? Those are your options of Edge of Tomorrow or Live, Die, Repeat, Repeat.
You actually have another option. Don't make another one.
To be honest, I've never seen the first.
I haven't either.
So
And
I couldn't tell you.
yeah. Nope, never seen it. Probably never will.
I mean, I'm actually curious now that I read something just like the synopsis of it
Yeah.
with that title, and I was like, oh, I kind of wanted to check this out. I might check it out now.
Yeah, we'll add it to your list of running things you
It's on
need
the
to
list.
check out.
Time. That's what I fucking need on the list. Just time.
Yeah, super busy over here. What else we got? We got Hellboy news. Yeah, it's hard doing nothing.
It's hard to know.
We got
It's not easy to do nothing. You got to put effort into do
It
nothing.
really does take time management to be like,
be
what do I
completely
not want to do
organized.
today? I could not watch TV and play a game, or I could play a game and not watch TV.
Yeah.
It's really hard deciding. Or you could just skip out entire shows and decide you don't want to watch them anymore. That could work.
That's what I do.
Yeah,
I
pretty much.
I never finish any show I would start watching.
No, who
I
needs
don't
to?
like endings.
No. Well, then this movie's perfect for you because it never ends. You
Yeah.
just repeat and repeat. It's in the damn title.
Exactly.
We got Hellboy news.
Yes.
Not part 3, but it's a reboot.
It's a reboot.
And this news coming from Mike Magnola, the actual creator of Hellboy.
Yes.
So they are
I
making
read that,
a
yeah.
new
He
movie.
tweeted it out.
Yeah, and continuing the trend of Daredevil's or I messed up. I said Daredevil earlier for Deadpool, and now I'm saying Daredevil for Deadpool.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Continuing Deadpool's trend, it's going to be R-rated.
Exactly, because one movie does it, they all should automatically. But Hellboy should be rated R anyways.
Hellboy should be, yeah.
Yeah,
It works
I mean,
with that
I
character,
really liked
so.
the first two. I was kind of hoping we got a third one because Ron Perlman's awesome,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
apparently wasn't enough money to make the third one.
Not enough money, and Guillermo del Toro is just an busy
He does too
project
much stuff.
and he takes a lot of time to complete a project.
That's why we'll never see
know-
Justice League Dark.
Well, he's off of that. I was gonna lead into that. Was for years he was working on Justice League Dark,
Yeah.
and then finally he was bumped with Doug Liman, who was doing Edge of Tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll
So-
never see that movie.
I think we will.
I don't think we will.
I think we will.
I think they're just gonna cancel the entire DC fucking movieverse. Yeah, they're gonna get to the Green Lantern movie, and the Green
In
Lantern's gonna
2021?
in 2021, and they're gonna do something that breaks the entire unit. They'll
do a crisis.
They'll do a crisis. They'll-
But that'll be cool to see something that shakes things up.
Yeah.
But anyways, but no, Guillermo del Toro was just super busy.
Yeah.
Like same thing with I am pretty sure he's still attached to Pacific Rim.
Yeah,
2.
but how does well he's super busy, but how does J.J. Abrams find time to do everything he does?
He produces a lot of stuff like.
That's true. But he makes good stuff. He directs
Oh,
stuff
he does.
too, though.
Yeah, he directs, but he directs like one project,
Yeah, that's true.
right? And then he produces fucking everything on TV and movies and stuff.
Yeah.
That's different than writing and directing everything you fucking do. And
Yeah.
you have 8 different movies that you're writing and directing at the same time. And
Pick one and make it decent.
Yeah, like
It's going to be directed by Neil Marshall.
the new
Hellboy.
Hellboy, yeah.
See, I got that name
did
right.
Game of Thrones.
No, I think I had his list of movies, but I didn't see either of them, so I didn't write them down.
Oh, I thought he-
But he's a good director, and then David Harbour will be doing he will be starring as Hellboy.
yeah, that's the guy from Stranger Things.
Yeah, he was
sheriff.
Cooper.
Yeah.
And I didn't know who that was. I actually had to look it up, but I know him from like various
I've seen
odds
him
and
in
ends.
odds and ends outside of
Stranger Things.
Stranger Things.
Yeah.
He's actually in Suicide Squad.
Oh yeah, I read that, but I didn't see
He's,
what party he was in.
No, he's at the beginning when Amanda is having dinner with the two guys and she's
Okay.
going over all the stuff.
Oh, he's one of the dudes?
He's one of the dudes.
Oh, okay, that's
He's one
cool.
of the FBI agents.
It shows you how much I paid attention during the Suicide Squad.
I just remembered looking it up because I read that he was in it. I was like, where the fuck was he?
Yeah,
in this
he's
movie?
one of those
So I
guys
went
who's
back and
he's one of those
actually
guys
looked.
who's
And I was
in
like, oh.
he's in movies and you see him, you just don't know who the hell he is.
That's who he is.
Yeah, he's that guy.
Yeah, he was that guy in
Yeah.
the dinner scene. I'm just, what am I looking for?
For those listening, he's now looking up who this guy is.
No, I'm looking at.
I'm just telling the people who listen to this as audio, which we appreciate.
Yeah, I'm just looking up something on the interweb.
The interweb.
Yeah, the interweb.
Yeah. It makes for riveting podcasting when we both just sit here silently while he looks up. What are you looking for, Neil Marshall?
Yeah, actually, I am.
For those wondering what I'm looking at, I wrote down the news on the docket.
was
That's what
curious
I'm at.
I just like I like looking at different things that people have done for different projects and stuff.
Yeah, because it helps them fix things. So while we're doing that, I will just give you some information. Guardians of the Galaxy, well on its way to making $1 billion. It's about halfway there. It's $501.7 million globally.
Worldwide. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
So,
so-
Neil Marshall, just going back to it, he
Yeah.
did do Game of Thrones.
Okay.
He did 2 episodes of it. He did Black Sails, which is an awesome show on Stars. It's about
I didn't watch that,
it's
but
about,
it's on my list.
Who's the famous? They have a chain of restaurants.
Long John Silver's.
Yes.
Oh, I was
No,
fucking.
you're right.
I was
It's
fucking
called
kidding.
John Silver.
I was
Yeah.
kidding.
But it's
I
like,
was
and
seriously
it goes
joking.
it's about Treasure Island, but it's like set 40 years before Treasure Island.
Muppets Treasure Island.
It could be Muppets Treasure Island, sure.
That's a good movie.
But yeah, it's set 40 years before
I like that
Treasure
movie.
Island.
Oh, okay.
And anyways, and it has them here as Skull Island: Blood of the Kong, which I'm guessing would be the sequel to the previous Skull Island that just came out,
Yeah.
which I didn't know he was attached to.
God,
And
I
didn't
need
know
that's
there
on
was
my
a
list
sequel
too.
for it.
Yeah, well, because they're making the sequel to that, and then he's gonna fight Godzilla.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
which
so, yeah.
I'm like, fuck yeah, I want to. That's on my
Yeah,
list
this
too.
comes out. Yeah.
Yeah, for those who don't know, we just make lists of things we keep meaning to watch, and then never watch it, and just say add it to the list.
Yeah. I wanted to check out Skull Island, and then I kind of didn't. Like, I never did watch
Godzilla. It was really good. The reboot of Godzilla was awesome.
Yeah.
It
so I wasn't
it was an
really
actual
keen on it.
Godzilla, unlike the other one, which was an iguana.
I kind of wanted to rewatch the one with Matthew Broderick
It's
from the 90s. Remember that?
oh yeah, do I remember? Yeah, I just
kinda
like
wanted to watch
my
that
favorite
one.
thing about that is not the movie. It was the Taco Bell tie-in with the little dog, and he
Yeah.
was trying to catch the fucking
In the
Godzilla with a little
commercials,
box.
and
Yeah,
then he would
and he was like,
almost step on
"Here,
him."
lizard," and you're like, "Dude, you can't catch Godzilla with a box." I missed the Taco Bell dog.
Fuck, that's funny.
It was
That is
hilarious.
funny.
All right, so we will jump. That was it for movie news. Not a lot of big things, just kind of little things trickling out. We're kind of heading towards the summer movie season, so they'll probably.
Television.
I'm gonna explain stuff. He's just gonna say television.
Oh,
Okay.
jump into TV news.
Well, I was finishing off the movie news.
Um,
So we got some random. This doesn't really fall into nerd geek category, but I just thought it was fascinating, just where the world is. So Fox cancels American Idol.
yes.
Been on for 15 years. It's the reason why Fox kept canceling shows is because they needed spots to put American Idol.
Yeah, because it was on like 4 nights a week. or
Yeah,
something.
so Fox had no shows, and the ones that did, they canceled after a season. That's why Fox has the longest list of show cancels in the universe.
Yeah, 100%.
ABC picked it up.
I saw. Yeah, the reason Fox dumped it though is it was just too expensive. ABC.
Yeah.
I read.
Well, ABC is owned by Disney, and as we know, they have lots of money.
Yeah, they have lots of money, but a couple things. I read that one, they're going to do it for cheaper than Fox is doing it.
How expensive can it be?
It was like
Why is it so
I wanna
expensive?
say like it's either
You
it
could
was
do
either- it
this.
was
You
either-
could literally do
it
this,
was
and
either- this
for
is the
six.
number. It was either 20 million to produce, which kind of seems low, or it was 20 million an episode to produce.
To do what? Maybe
Yeah.
music rights.
Maybe, and just the production value, and a lot of it had to do with the initial traveling at first, right? They were
Oh, they were
around
traveling to all the different
before they
cities.
unlocked
Yeah,
their
I guess that
auditions.
would
So
make
what
sense.
ABC is going to do, and what I read was that they're going to hold auditions at Disney Studios in Miami at Disney
Oh, so
World,
you
and
have to go.
there,
Okay, yeah, I
which
like
will
that idea.
save on the initial budget for them traveling around to all the different spots.
Yeah. Plus, you have to go to Disneyland to make money.
They're gonna go to. They might do one on the East Coast at Disney World, and
Yeah.
one on the West Coast at Disneyland, like
Oh,
in
okay.
California. But they're gonna have 2 fixed audition areas, and you have to come to them.
See, that's such a
Which
better
will-
idea
which will
because
save money
Yeah, tons of
on
money,
the travel
tons
all
and tons
that.
and tons.
And
of
then
money.
they're going to use like a studio there for the rest of the show. Like,
Yeah, 'cause I
once
would
they
assume
move
Disney
in-house,
has in-house
and they have,
studios
like,
there.
Space, so
Yeah.
like again, like it will just be that's what they're looking at and how
Okay.
to save some money.
That's perfect. I didn't see any of that. Good job. What else we got? We got Deadpool animated adult, I should specify, animated TV show.
Sexual.
I'm sure there'll be some sexual humor in there. It is
I'm sure
Deadpool.
he will be having sex with someone in that.
So basically, we got the news that Donald Glover is doing it. Jesus Christ. We got the news that Glover is doing it, or Donald Glover is doing it, producing it. And when I first read the story, I was kind of annoyed because I thought he was voicing Deadpool.
Which would have been funny because he's voicing Miles.
Morales in the animated
Miles Morales
Spider-Man
in the
movie
animated
that
Spider-Man
Marvel's
movie,
putting, or Sony Marvel's putting out.
Yeah.
But I was like, what? I really hope they get Nolan North.
I don't know. I could see it going a couple ways. Maybe Nolan. I would also take Ryan.
Yeah, you're not getting Ryan.
Or it's going to be no one.
Yeah,
just
it'll be some rando, or it's
Yeah.
one of those voice actors you kind of recognize from everything.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, like yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm really hoping it's Nolan North because like he has been Deadpool and he's awesome as Deadpool. So when I picture animated Deadpool, I think of him.
It received a series, straight to series order, and will debut next year with 10 episodes for the first season.
And it's on FXX with Archer,
Yeah.
which is awesome. Maybe they'll
I haven't
block them
watched
together.
that. Fuck.
I get a few seasons, or not seasons, episodes of this season to watch, which I'm okay with
I
because
don't. We checked, and I did finish season 7. Remember?
Oh, you
It
did?
was
Yeah, yeah,
did-
you-
right, we looked on Netflix. And
yeah,
it was all
you finished it.
marked off.
Yeah,
But I
because you
don't know
jumped
the
around. It
fucking
was
end.
weird. Yeah.
Like I have no idea. Yeah, I gotta.
Well, it
rewatch
was like
some of
6
that.
months ago when it ended, and then came back, so it makes sense.
I think I gotta rewatch some of that 7 though. The
Yeah.
murder mystery one.
It was
But I saw-
really
did you
good.
see the one? Did you see the poster for the season 8?
No.
And it's like noir-ish.
Oh, they're doing noir.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. If anyone can nail noir, it's Archer. They
Yeah,
fucking
so,
kill
like,
everything.
The posters had a noir look to it, which just was like, oh, it's fucking awesome.
They've made
I
it,
love
like,
that.
I love
after,
it.
Like the first 3 seasons were all in the office, right?
Yeah, it was.
And then
Yeah.
that's when I think it was in season 4 when they started like the drug season.
Yeah.
And the Miami
Vice.
season. And the Vice
Archer
season.
Vice.
And then they did this season. They I think it was 7 was that murder mystery one with like how he got killed in the first.
Yeah.
episode.
Oh my god, that show's so
And then
great.
now they're doing like a noir look to it.
That's
It
awesome.
looks pretty cool.
Oh, I'm glad. It's a really good TV show. If you're not watching Archer, finish watching this or listening, and then go watch Archer.
Yeah.
Watch this. All right, what do we got? We got Black Lightning was full at season order by CW, so they now have another superhero show on their network.
Now, I read that it might go mid-season filler, so it would run from like December to February. Type
Oh,
of thing.
like Carter did.
And the way Legends did originally.
The first season, yeah.
Season. But do you think they go Arrowverse, or do you think they add CW to the Supergirl verse?
I think they're gonna go Arrowverse because they love plugging shit into that Arrowverse, so they
But
can
they
have
have
crossovers.
3 episodes for that already, like 3 shows for the Arrowverse, and now they only have like 1 for the Supergirl. So I was wondering, I thought about that. I was like, do you think they merge it with her world instead of?
They could, because
I think they might.
it would make sense
yeah.
story-wise, because then they wouldn't have to figure out how to retcon a bunch of other
For
superheroes
the
in.
other shows.
But they've already did that with the Justice Society. They kind of brought them into continuity without acknowledging them before. Also,
Oh yeah,
thing.
yeah. Like they could
So,
easily do that because
I think it'll be set in the main.
Like Black Lightning is based on the fact that he was Black Lightning,
And
retires,
now he
then
comes back. Yeah,
Like,
I do
that's-
think they'll set it in
I
main
was just thinking
Arrowverse
about that. I
though.
was like, I wonder what verse they put it into. whether
Arrow.
it's
I'm guessing
or-
Arrow. I don't know why they didn't put
or
Supergirl in it. I think they just didn't
had,
want.
And they had the opportunity with Barry fucking a Flashpoint.
I think
to
they just
really
didn't
merge it
want to
in.
have it be like, hey, how come Supergirl doesn't come save them?
I think that's what it was too. Yeah.
Because at least with the
idea
Flash,
of, like,
he's
why
not
does
as powerful.
Yeah,
but
why
like,
does a
yeah,
Supergirl or the idea of the same thing with the comic was like, why does a Superman just save everyone? Do it, do
Exactly.
it. But Because he doesn't. Like, that's the answer. He just fucking can't, and he doesn't.
He's not Batman. He doesn't show up in every goddamn book. Batman shows up in every book. He's like Wolverine.
Have done with Kara.
Yeah.
Having her in the Arrowverse and just be like, she has her own shit to do. Like,
she's busy. Like, come on. Like, she's got her own shit to do.
Opportunity. Whatevs.
Also, did you see, we don't watch Supergirl, but as we've stated many times, did you see they once again acknowledged Batman?
Did they?
Yeah, I was reading about it a bit. They, I guess there was some scene where they're talking, and there's like some brooding dude or whatever, and they were basically like, "Oh, he's like Clark's friend from out of town or whatever," and then they kind of explain Batman without saying Batman.
Oh yeah.
So they like it's not main Arrowverse, but it is Batman in her universe.
Yeah.
So Batman exists in her universe.
Didn't they?
Legends acknowledged Batman, yes.
Legends acknowledged Batman.
In that awesome promo.
Oliver acknowledged Batman at one point.
Did he? I don't remember. I just remember that awesome promo where he's what is it, Man of Steel?
Yeah, he stopped Men of Steel and Knights of Bat or whatever.
Knights of Bats.
That was a weird thing he fucking meant, how he
Great Batman. Speech. Man of Things and Fallen Bats.
Yeah, Fallen Knights.
Yeah.
And
I've seen Man of Steel fall and Dark
Knight's Rise or something like that, yeah.
So he acknowledged They
jerked that off just for fucking promos.
They jerked that off for promos.
That show's fucking garbage. It's made up.
I like Legends.
It's made up of a team of
you just hate White Canary.
I fucking do, and because of White Canary, I can't watch that show, which is weird because I loved fucking Brandon Routh. Yeah, I'm listening.
No, I mean, get in the mic.
I'm on the mic.
I can hear you're drifting away from the mic.
Then,
I'm gonna pull Kevin.
Yeah, like I love Brandon.
Yeah.
And so, but I just can't fucking stand her on that show.
I don't know why. She's not that bad.
She doesn't exist, and it fucking bothers me.
None of them exist.
We've had this talk before.
I know.
We had this talk before.
I know.
And it's the talk of.
I brought it up because I knew it would annoy you.
Ending topic of like why. I remember sitting here and saying something to you about like, well, why can't you just make a good video game or enjoy the video game? And you were like, no, I'd rather them not do it than to fucking try because for you games are sacred. For me, the DC sacred. She doesn't fucking exist.
Oh, DC sacred for me. I just don't.
They give her the start of the show.
Come on, every one of those shows.
She died in the first fucking episode of Arrow, and then comes back, and then not only does she come back, I'm gonna go on a rant. Fuck this. We'll cut something. I'm
not cutting any of this.
Not only does she fucking die in the first episode and come back as a different actress, because interesting note, the first girl from Arrow, that played Sarah, was from Windsor. She went to Holy Names High School. Boom, top that off. Anyways. She comes back.
Well, she was fucking doomed from the start.
Yeah. She comes back as a different actress, and then not only does she come back, but she fucking does the same trials and tribulations that Oliver went through.
Well, yeah.
That shit. Oh, man. That's where the show started going downhill for me.
That's where the show went downhill for you?
That was like season 3. So the first two seasons were really good.
Yeah, it was.
And then she comes back in season 3, and you're like, fuck this.
She's gone now, though.
And then there's that stain over season 3 and 4. And it's because she's part of it. She fucking lingered throughout it. And then
the whole season as a whole sucks for 4.
But she lingered. I put it all back to her. Because she just spread. And then it affected fucking Katie Cassidy. Like
I thought you were going to say The Flash. It affected The Flash, too.
It might have. Fucking did. But no, then it affected her character in like season 3 and 4. And then like... So even when going into season 4, when fucking Sarah goes off and becomes a legend, because she's a fucking legend. What the fuck?
Once again, I would like to point out to you that they're not actually legends. They're legends in the sense of like
no, they're legends in the sense of not knowing what the word definition of legends is. I understand that he lied to them to get him on the ship to save his wife.
They're not legends as in like they're fairy tales. They're stories. They're legends in that sense, not legends in the sense of like Batman is a legend because he's awesome. They're legend in the sense of fairy tales.
Then they should have called them fables of tomorrow.
Fables,
or
we got that. It's Once Upon a Time.
Or they should have been like Once Upon a Time and just fucking named them some fucking junior.
Also,
executive.
that show was renewed for anyone who watches it, but the main character of the show left, which I find weird. So that will be canceled next year.
Most likely.
Any show where the main character
Sarah,
leaves gets canceled.
she
No,
is-
we're going back.
Oh, we're steering the ship?
Your
Okay.
fucking tangent's over. We get it. White
That's all
Canary.
I got. If
White Canary sucks, but I brought that up because I knew we would go on a tangent. It's really funny. He really, really dislikes her.
I just, as a character, she adds nothing to the show.
But
other
I
than
like
what-
her more than I like Laurel.
I'm glad. I want to say I'm glad Laurel's dead now, but they're bringing her back. She's getting the same.
She's getting the Black
getting-
Siren treatment.
She's getting the same fucking contract that fuck. this show.
Captain
We're
Cold.
going-
We're Captain
Yeah.
Cold.
And then I thought about this the other day, jumping to a little bit of the TV news. I won't
Yeah.
spoil anything, but if Iris dies, right? let's
Spoil
just
it.
say if
How
she
are we
dies-
gonna spoil anything? We haven't seen it
So,
yet.
If she does die,
Yeah, she
she'll
won't.
only die and then get the contract that every other dead character was fucking given, where you can appear on any show whenever we fucking want, because the legends will bring you back, or magic powers bullshit, and the power of love will rise a soul. Whatever fucking bullshit they were thinking of writing that week.
Heart of the
And
cards.
You get the goddamn series contract where you can appear on any fucking show and fuck shit up for 2 weeks.
So Fox greenlit another superhero show.
Did they?
Yeah, Gifted.
That's the X-Men one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Done by the
The
pilot.
other X-Men one.
The other X-Men
This
one.
is like the weird family one, right?
Yeah, this is cool. So it's called Gifted, or The Gifted. Bryan Singer's going to do the pilot. So it has that going for it. It'll give us more shit to complain about when we end up watching the first episode and then not watching it anymore.
I'll watch the first 3. That's
Well,
the rule.
it's, yeah, 3-episode rule works. Guys, I'm just going to go on a tangent here. If you want to watch a show, give it the 3-episode rule.
Much like
it
us,
works.
watch the first 3 episodes. I'm feeling this one's actually pretty good.
This is good because like we got audio equipment working,
shit
everything
working
just
the
plugged in.
first
It
time,
worked.
we're
If
fucking,
you guys
like,
listened to
rolling,
last
diving.
week, if you guys listened to last week, and judging
We
by the
apologize.
numbers, you didn't. I shot an apology video on the front of that because we lost video. The audio was awful because none of this shit worked the way it was supposed to. And but we got all that working now, so hooray, we're good to go. But 3-episode rule, thank you. The first episode is usually a pilot or a reshot version of the pilot, which means it's going to suck.
And it was shot months
And months
prior
before they
to-
shot the rest of
reshot
it.
the rest of it. Exactly.
So the next episode will be kind of actually the first episode. And judging off that, it might be a little rocky, it might be a little good, so you stick around. You watch the next episode. By then, they should have found their footing. If they haven't, bail out because the show's not getting any better.
most likely.
Most likely.
Yeah.
But if you want to stick in there, more power to you, but I give it 3. If it's not good in 3, I'm out. I'm done.
I have fallen for 4 episodes where like I get to the end of the 3rd one and I'm like,
Maybe,
oh,
yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna give it 1 more.
Yeah, fair
'Cause
enough.
It's the idea of giving them true 3 episodes, which
Yeah.
would be not including the pilot, which like was shot months ago.
Yeah.
And they all get thrown together.
See,
Here, shoot
I
this pilot,
count-
try
I
to get a
count the
job,
pilot.
audition for something. And, well, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, depending on how the course of it.
The rules are flimsy.
Yeah. So, but whether it's 3 in the pilot or
Yeah,
3 with the pilot, so you go to episode 4.
Yep.
And usually by then I'm done. Like if I don't want to, I do not see episode 5.
Nope.
Although interesting note, I had that feeling with Arrow,
Yeah.
and I stuck it out to episode 9. I will never forget this. Season 1, episode 9 or episode 10. It's called Odyssey. That's the episode.
See, they had me by 1.
Oh no. See, they had me at 1 with Oliver.
Yeah.
Oliver, still best part of that fucking show. Love him, amazing.
It's the rest of
It's
everyone
the
else
rest
that
of the
sucks.
show that was like, oh god. But interesting. Odyssey was the first episode where they spent the whole entire episode on the island.
Ah.
Remember that one?
Yes.
With him and Slade.
Yeah.
And Shadow.
Shadow.
And they were trying to get on the plane to
Yep. Yep. There was the whole
Yeah.
kill. They killed everyone.
stop the airdrop that was
Yep.
coming.
Yep.
in.
Yep. Yep.
And then I watched that. It was like I said, it was episode 9 or 10. It was just before the Christmas break, and I was like, "Fuck, that was awesome!" And it had none of the characters that I was griping about for the first 8 episodes. That's why it was so good.
He's in. Okay, so Gifted. It follows the story of 2 ordinary people, True Blood's Stefan Moyer,
Yep.
and a person of interest, and also people might know her from Angel, Amy Acker, as the parents, which is awesome because those are 2 great actors. They find out their children have mutant powers, and the family are forced to run from a hostile government and join an underground mutant network who are fighting for their survival. So I have the list of the cast here. I don't know any of these people, but other than those two main people. But I was reading the list of the mutants, and it's like Blink and Polaris, and
like the Blink, like the one from the movie that we've already seen.
Yeah. I forget the actress of her. I believe it's her character. Thunderbird and Polaris, like three big named mutants.
Yeah.
So, and I think they were in X Factor, the offshoot of the X-Men that they made in the 90s.
Yep.
So they're picking big name mutants that people will recognize.
They're not New Mutants though?
No,
those characters.
No, they were in the X Factor book, I
Factor.
believe, with Multiple Man and shit.
Yeah.
But so that's cool because yeah,
he was.
the less said about that movie, the better. It sucked. It was really bad. What is with superhero movies and third bad movies?
Well, there's no good third one. Like even outside of superhero movies.
Return of the Jedi.
That doesn't count as the third one.
Yes, it does.
Return of the Jedi. Oh.
Yeah, Return of the Jedi, and Revenge of the Sith. Two good movies.
As better. It would have to be better than the first two.
Oh fuck no!
Exactly.
Fucking Empire is the best.
Yeah.
But it's still good.
But I would say that Revenge is better than the first two.
Oh, Attack of the Clones and Phantom Menace. Fuck yeah!
Yeah, so I would
because those
say
sucked.
Revenge is it breaks the rule, but
Well, the whole prequel trilogy kind of sucks as a whole, but
yeah. But out of the prequel trilogy, well, the prequel's the better trilogies, but
it's really not.
out of the prequel trilogy,
We're trying to get fans. You're gonna drive them away.
Please argue with me. I can tell you why.
He will. He's wrong, but he will.
Wrong is subjective.
Wrong is right.
But no, I'm just saying, Revenge might be the better of the three.
I'm gonna call this podcast "We Went on Tangents." But yeah, definitely,
Revenge might be better of
it
the three.
it
But
is.
that would be like the only one, and even then, you're
Because
giving
Back
it
to
a pass.
Back to the Future 3 isn't that good.
No, Godfather 3, not good.
No. Aliens 3, not good.
I've never watched them, but Lord of the Rings is the last one good.
It's too fucking long.
I've heard that. It's like
It's way too long.
Days?
Yeah, it's too long.
It's like 2.5 days.
It's way too long.
The extended Blu-ray one, right?
It's like
I got
7.
it from my sister.
Yeah, it's like
and it's like 8 hours long.
Iron Man 3, garbage.
Yeah.
Fucking Dark Knight Rises, piece of shit.
Yeah.
Spider-Man 3,
not good.
piece of shit. The third Fantastic Four movie, piece of shit. I don't care if it counts as a reboot; it's still the third.
No, that wouldn't be the third. That's the first.
It counts as a terrible first movie, and it's so bad it crosses genre.
It's so bad it counts as a bad first and third.
Superman 3.
Superman 3. Yep, not good. But there is 4 in that series, but the third one's not.
There's 2 in that series.
No, there's 4.
There is 3. There's Superman 2, and then there's Superman 2, the Richard Donner cut.
No, there's 4.
No, there isn't.
But no, because what I was gonna say is there's 4 in that series. The 4th one is fucking atrocious.
Is that where he fights a computer, or is that Nuclear Man?
That's Nuclear Man.
Yeah, that
was fucking horrible.
He
third
scratches
one is
him.
the Richard Pryor one with the computer. And
It's
it was
stupid.
an early attempt of like a Brainiac and stuff. Whatever.
No, they said later on it was an early attempt.
It was written as Brainiac, but they didn't have the funding to do it.
What the
But
hell
anyways,
was Warner Brothers thinking?
That could be a topic. Superman as a topic. I could make a whole show out of that. But
Superman sucks. The movies.
But out of the 4, so if we're going with just like the last, like a trilogy.
Yeah.
So like Superman when it counts.
Yeah.
Because you could argue that there's 4, and then
That's a
technically
quadrilogy or whatever?
Returns is supposed to be in there, squeezed in there too.
Yeah, it counts.
But anyways, yeah.
Fast and the Furious 3.
Yeah, there's more of them, and that would
That's
be
Tokyo Drift.
And there's 9 of them.
There is going to be, at least up until a certain point, more Star Wars movies, or less Star Wars movies than there is Fast and the Furious movies. There's going to be 10, right?
There's going to be 10 Furious, and there will be 12 Star Wars movies.
Thank God, because if
'Cause
the
you got
Fast and the Furious is the biggest
You got
franchise,
the original trilogy,
the new trilogy, and then
the prequel trilogy,
and then the new
the
trilogy.
new trilogy, which is 3, 6, 9, and then the one-offs 10, 11, 12. So Rogue.
Well, you don't
Han-
count those though. Those are spin-off
Well, then
titles.
then they're stuck at 9.
Yeah, which
If
is
you're not counting those, then
no,
they're
I don't
stuck at
count
9.
spin-off trap.
Okay, then
that's
they're
a,
at 9,
that's,
and there will be 10 Furious.
that's a fucking travesty.
Yeah, there will be 10. If you're not counting those
No.
one-offs, then there will be 9 movies, 9 Star Wars, and 10
That's
Furious
awful.
movies.
That's awful.
Until another 15 years when they do like another set of 3.
Yeah. And listen, I know I'm just gonna pretend we have fans. I know someone will argue with me, but that Tokyo Drift is technically a spin-off, but no, it counts.
It counts.
It
No,
counts.
It's not a spin-off at
No,
this point.
it counts. It's
They-
in continuity.
they
It deals with
put it in
Han's
and
death.
dropped
It has
and
Vin
moved
Diesel in it.
They-
Yeah.
They shimmy and shook it in there. It's fucking solid. It's not a one-off.
It's fucking terrible. So the show, it looks good. Back to getting, it looks like it's gonna. They're trying, like they did Legion, which I hear is
That
good.
got picked up.
Yeah, yeah.
So
So I want to check
I-
that out.
I don't know where I am.
I wanna see
I'm
it.
just not interested in the characters. I think they're trying to milk the
What they have.
genre,
Yeah.
and just be like, oh, let's do this character and this character and this show and this show. And it's like, no,
But that's
we
what
like
the-
Wolverine. That's all we fucking want.
But that's what the X-Men books are, though. They have Wolverine has 6 books, and then every
And then
other
he's
mutant.
in every other book.
That is true.
So, unless
Legion does-
unless
yeah.
Hugh Jackman shows up on Legion,
Ooh.
I'm not fucking watching it. Right? Like, that's what I want.
No.
I want Hugh Jackman.
You're not getting Hugh Jackman.
this room with
He's
me.
done. He's done. But I was reading the list of the actors, and like they're from big shows, like Once Upon a Time, Switched at Birth, Satisfaction, Burn Notice, Defiance. Yeah, Pretty Little Liars. Like all the actors who are playing in this movie are from really good shows.
Yeah.
Well, I hear really good shows. I don't watch half of these.
I wanted to watch Pretty Little Liars.
I want to go on record that saying I did not want to watch Pretty Little Liars, but I
heard it was
have
really
watched The OC. So what am I
heard
saying?
it was really like conniving and like backstabby and like.
Yeah.
So I wanted to check it out and just never did, never got around to it. But it was I was ready to go with it. Like I had access to it and I was good to go. But I never followed through.
Also, I want to get this on record. Grey's Anatomy sucks.
You watched that, didn't you?
I watched the entire first season. Yeah.
Oh, it's only the first.
Not willing, but I did. It sucks too. We also got a Judge Dredd announcement of a TV show, which
yeah.
I thought was kind of weird. But there wasn't really like they showed a poster. They said it's coming.
Yeah, I got the. This is what.
Yeah, there's nothing.
There are no
There's
names
nothing in
attached
it.
to Star Direct just yet, but we do have a synopsis courtesy of Entertainment Weekly. Judge Dredd, Mega City 1, is set in a future where the east coast of the U.S. has become a crowded and crime-ridden megapolis.
That's
It will
the
be
plot
an
of Judge
ensemble
Dredd.
drama about a team of judges, futuristic cops invested with the power to be judge, jury, and executioner as they deal with the challenges the future shock 22nd century throws at them.
That is the
The
plot
series
of
will
Judge
be-
Dredd. That is
will
the
be
plot
produced-
summary of
Yeah,
Judge
it
Dredd.
is.
Like
The
that's
series
not
will
really
be,
a plot summary.
Produced by I never even heard of this.
I've never even any of these
Global
guys.
Television.
Yeah.
President Mark Stern, CEO Stuart Ford, and Rebellion's Jason and Craig Kingsley, who along with Ford were also executive producers on.
I throw my hands up in the air, guys. I don't know who any of those people
I
are.
don't recognize the companies, the names, anything.
Like,
And
who's
it
making
doesn't
this?
mention-
Like,
It doesn't mention like a network or anything
No.
backing it. So
It's
like
weird.
They're making the show.
it's like those weird OVA back in animes or animations
Yeah.
back in the day.
I
Like,
don't
who's
think it's gonna
doing
be
this?
An anime.
No, it's not. I said the wrong word.
No, not
but
anime, but animated.
I thought it was, no, it said animated, didn't it?
No,
I thought it said animated.
no,
Oh shit! I totally read the story wrong. I could have swore they said it was an animated TV show.
no. The Deadpool one
Yeah.
is animated.
I could have swore the Judge Dredd one was too.
There's nothing here that says animated.
Oh wow, shit! I totally read that article wrong. But I thought it was an animated show. So who the hell is making this thing then? That's weird. I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. I like Judge Dredd. I think it's a cool concept. Obviously, I've seen the movie back in the day with Sylvester Stallone.
Never watched
It's
either of them.
it's a very campy flick. They kind of like Judge Dredd never actually takes off his helmet.
Yeah.
That's his whole shtick. But of course, you have Sylvester Stallone's doing it, so Judge Dredd barely wore his helmet. Excuse me. And then they waited years to make another one with what is it? Carl Urban. Awesome. He plays
the guy from-
Bones in Star Trek. He's cool. He played Judge Dredd, and that movie is awesome. It's so good. It's all set in this singular apartment complex set inside Mega City. So they still reference everything. But I guess he's like trapped in there, and he has to fight his way out using just his gun and his wits
You ever
and
see
shit.
Raid? You never watched it?
No, I never watched it.
So fucking good.
It's kind of like that, yeah.
But Raid is like that, where this detective gets stuck in the building.
Yeah.
And has to kung fu his way out of it.
Yeah, it's basically the same
Fucking
plot.
incredible. You gotta read subtitles because it's in Chinese, but.
Oh well, I'll just do what we did for Assassin's Creed and make our own movie.
No, this one's like
this
worth
one-
reading.
okay.
And it works. They're like,
So we'll tell you that story. I think we did, but we'll tell you it again once we get to the TV or video game movie section because it's really funny. So I think that's it for TV news. There was a lot of the season's coming to an end, so a lot of things are getting renewed and canceled and stuff. I have the list here. If you guys are interested, IGN every year does this list of stuff that's getting canceled, won't come back, and what is safe for next season. So one of the big shows that the Fox was touting was APB. That show where the guy buys a police department and gives them high-tech gear and shit. Canceled.
Yeah, I figured.
American Crime's canceled. Blacklist canceled. Bones is done. Conviction.
That was a big show when it came out.
Yeah. Dr. Ken, a lot of people liked. Emerald City, that Oz reimagining. I wanted to watch, but I never did. Yeah, it was canceled.
I never even knew it aired. I wanted to check it out.
Yeah, it aired randomly, and I guess it was canceled.
Probably intermittently, and then that's probably why it was canceled. I wanted to check that
what
out.
else we got? Last Man Standing was canceled, which kind of sucks because that show was funny. We got Making History, that show with the guy who goes back in time, and I guess like he brings that girl forward in time. I guess that was canceled. CW canceled a bunch of shit no one cares about. That Fox show, another Fox show, guys. Pitch was canceled.
What was
that
Pitch?
one with it was about the first female baseball player. I guess it had like a really big core fan base, but Fox doesn't care about shit like that. Thanks, Firefly. So they canceled that. Powerless was officially canceled.
Yeah, that was done a few weeks.
What else we got here? Rain, another CW show. Sleepy Hollow, they finally put the kibosh on that.
Son of Zorn.
Son of Zorn. I liked that show. I didn't see where it was going, but
2, maybe 3 episodes with you.
Yeah, when I had it on. Yeah, I want to watch the rest of it just to see where it ends up. But that another Time show was canceled. Time After Time. Timeless was canceled.
What was
Timeless was
How about Limitless? That was canceled, right?
Yeah, that was canceled last season. Season. Is it? No, this
What's
Time
that
After.
other show you watch with the guy from is it Scorpion?
Yeah, it's safe.
It's safe.
It's safe, which is good. I really like it. I don't know what Timeless was, but Time After Time sounds interesting, and I kind of wish it was on a different network. I guess it's about Jack the Ripper being chased by H.G. Wells.
That was Time After Time?
Yeah, I wish that was on like HBO or like Stars or something, because that could have been like brutal and violent and just showed the true grit of it.
That's the thing. It's like sometimes they try. Because it was on ABC.
Yeah, Time After Time was on ABC.
I can see it on this.
Timeless was on NBC. There's 3 time traveling shows.
ABC, Time After Time, Jack the Ripper.
Yeah.
ABC, what they're doing is they're trying to get that HBO audience and then toning it down because it's on fucking network. And you can't do it.
Which you can't do because it sucks.
But whoever pitched this show to ABC should have pitched it to someone else. Possibly they did, and then they just passed on it.
But it sounds great because Jack the Ripper is awesome.
Yeah, awesome character. Never been caught. I read a lot of stuff about him.
Yeah.
And was never caught. And a lot of theories as to actually. There's some theories that it was even a woman.
Well, they figured out in Shanghai Nights, right?
Yeah.
Jackie Chan's sister or something, or the Empress kicks him off a bridge, and that's the end of him. When an experimental time machine is stolen, a history professor, a soldier, and an engineer are tasked with capturing the culprit, only to learn that he plans to rewrite history.
Awesome.
So it's basically the plot of Stargate, but with a time machine.
I watched Stargate Atlantis with you, right?
Yeah, you watched Stargate.
The one with Jason
Momoa, Aquaman, also known as Roman Reigns.
A.K.A. Roman Reigns.
A.K.A. Roman Reigns. I would love to, like, the people who listen to this should be like, really? They think he's the same guy?
He's not the same guy, but it fucking looks like him.
It fucking looks like him. It'd be funny, though. He's just busy doing stuff. But yeah, so that's Timeless. Sounds like every other generic show on the network. So I can see why people... It was just too many time travel shows. Like, fuck. And then...
Diaries was canceled?
No, it wasn't canceled. They just decided to end it.
Oh, so it was like
Yeah,
an
sometimes
actual-
on this list that we're looking at right now, they just add shows that are done, even though like
But it wasn't canceled.
it wasn't canceled. They
was
just said,
planned that
yeah.
this will be their last.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
so
believe that's how it works. So like we got Save for next season, the big ones: Agents of Shield, Arrow, America's Funniest Home Videos.
Oh, of course. I'm saying it's awesome.
I don't who hosts that now.
I don't fucking know.
Bob Saget fucking does not. The Biggest Loser.
Who does host that?
I thought that was this podcast. What do we got? Blue Bloods, Bob's Burgers. How the fuck does that show keep getting renewed? It's so bad. Every Chicago show was renewed. What do you think they can spin off of that next? They got Chicago Fire. They got Chicago MD or PD, and they got Chicago Med. Like, what's next?
So you got police, fire, and med.
Yeah.
I guess that would just be it. Unless they go like Chicago plumbing and like you got contract, Chicago roofing.
Chicago Starbucks. It's just all the
Chicago
people.
roofing.
It's all the people visiting. So Flash, obviously. Everything basically. If you like good shows, Hawaii Five-0. Amazingly, I'll take that off good list.
Still on?
Yeah. iZombie.
Oh,
Kevin Can Wait. They renewed that. Why? Law and Order Special Victims Unit. If you're feeling sad. Lethal Weapon. I'm just going down the list here, guys. A lot of good shows were renewed. If you like that kind of thing.
how about Blue Bloods? Is that on the list?
Yeah, Blue Bloods is on the list.
Okay.
I was just picking and
You still
choosing
watch
stuff.
it. I checked it out. For
I
a
never
while.
watched it, but there's a lot of good star power behind it.
But-
What the hell is Superior
You're
Donuts?
gonna like Superior Donuts. I have no idea. American Funniest Home Video. The host.
Steve Harvey?
No, close. Alfonso.
Oh, no shit, eh?
Yeah, it's
That's fucking
Carlton.
crazy. Carlton. Oh,
Alfonso Ribeiro hosts America's Funniest Home Videos.
I'm not
If
wa-
that's accurate. I googled it and I wrote host.
I'm not watching any fucking show that has donuts in it. Especially when it deals with that. So, guys, yeah, if you want to go to the IGN.com and check out their list of shows. So, we also have we got a lot of gaming news this week,
Yeah.
which is awesome because as a gamer, I like to play things. So, Overwatch.
I play with some things.
I made a point here. I'm a gamer, so I like to play games. Overwatch, a game which I don't play, makes over $1 billion in under
Is that
1
that?
year.
Is that's the computer one, right?
Yeah. That's one of those fancy
That's
computer
one of them
games, right?
computer wrecking that you play on the interweb games.
All right, now you just killed that.
Um,
Way to kill a bit. Yeah,
But
everyone
I
loves
hear a
it.
lot about it. I
Yeah.
read it everywhere, and like I have.
It is Activision Blizzard's $8 billion franchise. They have
That is-
8 franchises that makes them $1 billion. Yeah. Could they share
Does it
some
list
money?
What the other ones are? I'm just curious.
No, but it had
over the place.
it had Call of Duty and
Activision does Call of Duty.
yeah. Oh man, if people watch that show, you'd be getting hate on right now. So that was it. I just wanted to say that game made $1 billion in under a year. That is insane. That is
It is.
insane for a game. That's crazy.
Online gaming's bigger, I think.
It is, but just yeah. But like that's obviously the game itself, and then obviously DLC and like packs.
Yeah.
Right. I guess you buy packs and skins
You
and
gotta
shit.
buy a lot of stuff to keep playing the game.
DLC is starting to make the point where now it makes more money for them than it does
The game itself,
itself. Like there was 1 year that they made more revenue off of DLC than they did the game.
What game?
What game was it? I don't remember. But it was crazy. It was an Activision game, so it was probably Call of Duty with all its map packs.
Maybe.
So, as we know, Assassin's Creed took a year off.
Yes.
Everyone was tired of the game. It was starting to
last
get
one was,
stagnant. Syndicate. No,
That's
Unity.
one-
Unity or Syndicate?
I
No,
think it was the
Syndicate.
one with the twins.
The twins. That's Syndicate.
Yeah.
Yeah. As you know, it took a year off because everyone was like, we're tired of it. So they went back to the drawing board.
Well, they took a year off and released the movie instead. That filled in the
Well, no,
year
because
behind the game.
they released the Ezio collection, which is 2 Brotherhood and Revelations.
Well, that's just a rehash of it.
But still, it's because people like that game.
Yeah, oh yeah, but that's not new.
No, yeah.
That's like saying they put out a new that's not.
Well, they should have kept the movie where it was. So we got a leaked thing. It's I guess it's gonna deal with the origins maybe or the original of the Assassins.
so even before it's gonna go back to before.
Yeah,
the first
it's
one?
it's set in Egypt. Yeah, because the first one wasn't the first one. It was
No,
just
I know that the first one, but this game would go back before.
yeah, it would be before
and
the
who's the first guy?
Altair.
Altair.
Yeah, it'll be before
So-
Altair.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So it's gonna
I
be
was
set.
curious where they were going because they were getting close and closer. Like they kept moving forward.
Yeah, they were
getting
afraid. They're
close-
afraid to get too close to current times because they're
Yeah.
not sure how to work stuff.
Yeah, like they were getting close to like the 1800s, early 1900s. So it was
They
like,
were
what's
they
the-
were very much in the Industrial Revolution.
Yeah, so like I was wondering where they were gonna go, like 1920s,
'Cause,
like
yeah.
gangster era. and stuff
That'd be
like
really
that.
cool, but it would be cool, I think, to have them in World War One or even World War Two,
Well, yeah, that would be
running
cool.
around like there's these huge battles, and you're just tasked with killing this one dude.
Yeah,
I think that would be cool. You have to
that
like
could
make
work.
your way through these huge battles without dying, but still try to be stealthy.
yeah.
Which again, these guys aren't stealthy because they walk around with their emblems on everything and a hood.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm not
it-
spot the guy. I guess that's what would be weird is like, as the further you came into modern history, like 1920s, 1930s, you got us dressed the way we dressed in the 30s, like
Yeah.
which was like baller with like a fucking 3-piece suit and a hat.
Well, 'cause the
fedora,
one
and then
dude
you got
does
this
wear a
girl
hat.
walking around in a bathrobe. So like, how does he not blend in? Like,
Well, it would work now because all they'd have to do is throw on headphones and a hoodie. But like, is he an assassin? No, he's just a douchebag teenager. So I guess according to the leaks, it's going to take place in Egyptian times, which is cool
Yep.
because now you can go stab the pharaoh. It's going to be open world. That's claiming. So it'll be fully open. You can do whatever, and it'll be a bigger open
other
world than apparently the other ones are now. It'll be fully open or whatever. It's gonna have two characters, a male and a female. And as I said, the story will revolve around the original Assassin's Guild.
that's cool.
Yeah, sounds cool. I hope it's good. I like Syndicate. Unity I never finished, but the other ones before that I played. Unity, I don't even remember Unity.
Unity wasn't on the 4, wasn't that the handheld one? What was the handheld one that went between the? Like, remember they did?
No, that was Liberation
Oh, Liberation.
with the one girl there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they ported that to the other systems though. That was it. That was the big leak. There was the screenshot, so it can kind of confirm that that's what it is.
Happening.
And again, another Assassin's Creed. This game leaks all the time. Why don't they just put it out before it leaks? It's
Yeah.
not that hard.
Yeah, they should just get ahead of it now.
Yeah.
7 games in, they should know it's going to get leaked a week before they wanted it to.
Exactly. This game always leaks. Like every year it comes out, there's a leak before it gets announced, which kind of sucks because they want to reveal it on their own, but it's still really funny. What else we got? Random Nintendo news. The Switch will now keep your credit card data.
Switch.
No, it's Switch.
Switch.
That stupid fucking press conference where they just kept doing this. You're on camera. You realize that. Okay.
No one watches.
We record this for ourselves.
Pretty much.
It will now store your credit card info.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It's a good thing because every fucking thing on the planet does, except for Nintendo shit.
Oh,
Like
so
every
now
time
it's
you
a-
went to buy something in
had
the
to
store,
re-enter it
you had to
every time.
re-enter it.
Oh, that's crap.
Yeah, welcome to 2017, guys.
Yeah, steal my information and retain it like every other company. does.
Like God, like you can log into everywhere. It'll keep your information, but Nintendo refuses to acknowledge the fact that the internet exists. Like on everything.
Right.
Like,
Well, that's good then.
yeah, good for them. Speaking of
It's
Nintendo.
good for them coming into the 21st
Yeah.
century.
So speaking of Nintendo, remember last year they found that Nintendo PlayStation.
yes.
And for those who don't know, then back in the day, Nintendo and Sony partnered together to make the Nintendo PlayStation. It was an add-on for the NES, and it allowed you to play disc-based games off of the NES. And a bunch of bullshit happened. Nintendo basically screwed over PlayStation and said, "No, well, we don't want to do this." So Sony
Well,
was
Sony,
like,
yeah.
"Okay,
We'll do it.
fuck you. We'll go make a PlayStation."
Yeah.
And they did.
And they've been number one ever
And
since.
now they have sold, I think they're almost at 60 million PS4s.
Yeah, like
And Nintendo is like, they have a lot of money, but their system is floundering at this point.
like I haven't
I
played
mean-
a Nintendo system since 64
Or 64.
was the last one I had,
Yeah.
and
The Wii.
after 64 I went to the PS2. I never
Yeah.
had a PS1. Went to PS2, PS3, PS4.
4. Yeah.
So like, and I would only go to PS5 now.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get the one in between that's coming out. That fucking PS4.5 or whatever shit.
Well, that's already out, the Pro, right?
Pro.
Yeah, we don't need that. We don't have 4 fucking KTVs. There's no point in having it.
Well, but I'll definitely get the
5
PS5
whenever it
when
comes
on
out. But yeah, so
New Year's
they
or whatever.
they got this prototype working. There was never any games released for it. So
what
they're
did
just
play on it? Like,
well,
the
they got
PS1
CDs
games?
and stuff to work on it, like off emulators and stuff.
Okay.
Because obviously there was nothing made for it,
Yeah.
so everything was fried. They had this one guy had to rework everything and try to get it to work. They got it to read CDs, and then they got it to read
Like audio CDs?
audio
like, so you can
CDs.
listen to music
Yeah.
off of it.
And then they got emulators to play other games off CDs, so like older games.
That's pretty cool.
Something
I
called
wonder if
Super
they-
Boss
I wonder if they
Guide.
tried a PS1 game.
I don't know if they did.
Because I'd imagine they would have just like, if they were already developing the technology to play on the Nintendo version.
Yeah.
I imagine the PS1 game is
Well,
fairly
see,
close to
that's
that.
that's the crazy thing. Like, how would all that shit worked? Because like that would completely rewrite gaming history if this partnership worked.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Had
it
they-
would- it
had
would
gone
be-
through and
it would be
they had
insane.
the
The-
Nintendo's PlayStation. Or
Yeah, like
yeah.
what happens then? Like, what do they do? Like, all these games that came out originally on the PlayStation, obviously not going to work on a Super Nintendo for the most part.
Yeah.
Like, how did and same with the Nintendo 64. It was like a slightly downgraded thing. How would it worked? Entire history of gaming would have been different.
Yep.
We wouldn't have a PlayStation 4.
No, we wouldn't.
Like,
It wouldn't. Yeah, we would have Nintendo PlayStation.
yeah, and like
Instead
would
of
Xbox
Sony
come out?
PlayStation.
Like, what would have happened? It would like
Microsoft might have done it.
yeah, but
But-
like it would have been crazy because none of the shit we have we
That's
would
a
have.
point in time where like an alternate reality
Yeah.
has that system and their world's completely fucking different.
That would suck.
Or it's better. You have no idea.
Oh, it sucks.
You're like, oh, it sucks.
Oh yeah, it sucks. Nintendo makes stupid decisions constantly.
Well, maybe Sony would have had more say.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Probably not. I'm gonna go with probably not. But you know what though? We do have the Nintendo Switch. Well, we don't. Nintendo Switch? No. Switch. But I really would like a Nintendo Switch because it looks fun. But right now, really, there's Zelda and Mario Kart. And
Yeah.
I mean, I've bought systems for less,
Yeah,
but
you
at
bought
this,
systems for one game. So at least this one has two.
yeah, I got the 3DS for 2 games.
Well, that's still.
Oh, I got
minimal
three.
price.
I got
Two
three
games.
now. I got 3 now. I got 2 Pokemons and Majora's Mask:
I
Legend
saw
of Zelda
something about Pokemon the other day.
for the Switch. They're supposed to be working on one for the Switch.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
Maybe that's-
it's supposed to be like this big open world kind of dealy where you go and catch Pokemon and shit. It sounds cool. It's supposed to be like an upgraded version of the handheld games, but like the Switch is handheld too, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So Zelda looks awesome. I keep seeing all those videos of people doing shit and just learning how to do stuff. Fuck, I want a Switch, but they're expensive. I bought podcasting equipment instead. Should have bought the Switch. I think that covers kind of everything. So that's going to
recaps?
end our news segment. We'll give you a quick little recap. Shit ended, shit started, and stuff made money, which we get none of.
Yep. So, moving forward.
Main
Television-
topic.
Oh no, we're gonna do recaps.
Oh, right. No, not main
Television,
topic.
yeah.
We're going to
We're gonna do
recap a
television
show
recaps.
that I watched and he watched one of, much
So
like the first
we'll
week.
do the Flash first.
It
And
sucked.
I'll launch off with that.
It was fucking awful.
So Flash episode 21.
Sucked.
Um,
Sucked.
do not recall the name,
Terrible.
possibly, but oh my fuck,
Steaming pile of shit, I believe was the title.
Jesus Lord. The first.
We covered
we
enough
got the
adjectives on that?
2.5 minutes where he talks to himself,
Yeah.
Salvatore Barry
Uh-huh.
talks to Barry.
Yep.
That runs 2 minutes and I think 46 seconds.
And the next 10 minutes after that, okay, and then the show goes to shit.
Then the following, not even 10 minutes, because like he comes back to Star Labs, tells them, fills them in on all the information,
But doesn't
which
give them
is
all
shot-
information.
Yeah, he holds your. Well, he holds stuff back, and
Again,
it's still
stop.
shoddy.
Why do they keep lying to each other? I don't
It's
understand
still
this.
shoddy information because there's still some fucking weird plot holes, even when Salvatore is telling shit to Barry. that, like,
Time
doesn't make
travel.
that they don't realize what they said 2 fucking weeks ago. That's the biggest point. Anyways,
No, because they're idiots.
so he goes back to Star Labs
Yep.
and fills them in on Salvatore being himself.
Still haven't fixed that
runs
roof.
about like 5 minutes. It doesn't even run 15. That's like a 5-minute, 6-minute scene.
I don't know. The first 12 are okay.
Then he immediately loses his memory.
By the way, spoilers.
No, not spoilers.
Don't watch it.
Information, because the
Do
spoilers-
not fucking watch
don't
it.
waste
It
your
is. It is. Oh
time.
my
Immediately,
god, is it
They come up with
stupid?
the idea that like, okay, Salvatore is always a step ahead of us. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take Barry, and we're gonna fuck with his short-term memory, so he can't remember the plans that we're gonna come up with, so that Salvatore's not ahead of the game.
In reality,
Makes
though,
sense.
it's a good plan.
Makes sense. It does.
Poorly
The only
executed
the only-
episode.
2 things. 1, poorly executed because they fuck up. 2, what if that always happens? then wouldn't Savitar know that it was always happening? But that's going too deep down the time travel rabbit hole.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
They fuck up and erase all his memory, not just his short term. They fuck up. He can't remember how to tie his shoes. So
they gave him Velcro.
He's fucked.
I assume.
And at that point, the next
30 minutes,
30 minutes is just him lollygagging around. No, it's cool to see him not have a care in the world because he's light again. And
it's
he's
like
having a
season
good time.
1 Barry.
But when you're 2 episodes away from the fucking end of the show,
not a good idea.
Do not place this fucking random.
No.
Fully
this was like an episode 8 to 14 type of plot, not like, fucking.
Oh my
when
God.
You're again.
Last week runs 42 fucking minutes.
Last week we said
I watched it in 15.
Yeah, he skipped. I did too. I skipped the chunk because I don't care. But last week we said these shows are gearing up for their finales, and
so
fucking Flash
to the wall.
Yeah, no, they
did it.
They took the balls and left. They're like, you know what?
We're my balls and I'm leaving.
Screw you guys, I'm going home. Yeah, they went back to season 1. That's where they went. Instead of gearing up towards the end, they went back.
Yeah.
They time traveled. And again, it was shitty.
Horrible.
Oh, plot stupid.
Just a bad episode.
Oh, terrible. No. Shit.
Yeah.
It was shit.
I don't even know how it ends. It ends with him...
Mine had a weird cut where it just shows him with King Shark. It just shows King Shark.
Oh, because what it is so he eventually get.
They need
jumping forward to the parts I watched.
They need the MacGuffin crystal.
Fucking the building's on fire. He remembers who he is. He puts it out with the help of Wally.
Yeah.
They put it out. They run back to Star Labs. They're all celebrating because he knows who he is.
Woo!
And the girl. I forget her name, the scientist, the girl from last week. She built the device.
Sally Ex Machina.
Yeah. She built the device to trap Savitar, but it doesn't have enough power to run it. It needs, like, the power of 30 suns or some shit like that. But there's this crystal that I'm guessing contains that much power, and King Shark has it under the water with him for some fucking reason, because they want to put him in next week with Captain Cold. So, like, yeah, King Shark just has this fucking nuclear power fucking stone in his base underwater with him because...
I thought he was locked up in Arcus.
Yeah, I thought that too. But no, as we discovered watching the shows and doing this podcast, they don't read the last fucking episode. Like, they don't
read the line before.
They write so much in advance that they're just fucking jibby and... It's like a fucking puzzle piece. They're just writing everything.
No, it's not a puzzle piece. It's like when a child tries to do a puzzle and he thinks it fits, so he's just punching the goddamn spot. He's like, it fits, even though it's blue and green.
Yeah, exactly. Like grass is going into sky.
Yeah, it's
because
fucking.
Like,
oh
that's
my
what
god!
It is. It's like they're not paying attention to what they previously said.
No,
but anyways,
it's stupid. It was a bad episode.
Not a good episode at all.
That's really all I can say. This episode sucked, and hopefully the next one's better.
You know what? I think it will be because it couldn't be fucking worse. That's for sure.
Whoa! Do not fucking say that because we watched an entire season of a show where it just gets worse. It's called Arrow season 4. It just fucking piled on pile of crap. It was, it was garbage. But you know what was good? I wish we could do an ad read there, but we don't have any ads. That would have been a perfect segue to an ad. But you know what is good? Blue Apron. They give you meals. Except in this country, because Blue Apron is only American.
Yeah, it is.
But, you watch enough podcasts, you're like, hey, I can do a segue. But you know what was good? Arrow. Arrow was good.
I did not watch it.
No, you watched The
Flash.
Flash.
It today, but I just got fucking busy doing house shit.
Doing house shit. We painted. He painted.
I painted and plastered and did some repairs. And
it looks fancy.
I ran out of fucking time.
My life's so hard I can't watch the episode for the podcast no one watches.
Can't do all the prep work.
Have we shit on ourselves enough yet for the podcast?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Okay. We really enjoy doing it. We hope you watch it. It's good. Well, at least we think it's good. But the 9 people who consistently watch our stuff thinks it's good. So thank you guys. I would like to thank...
Comment. Say it.
Guys, please, like a comment. If you watch our episode and enjoy it, or even if you don't, leave a comment. Let us know. If you want us to fix something, or you think we're not doing something right,
or you think we are doing something right.
Let us
enjoy
know.
it.
Let us know.
what your thoughts are.
Come on, you can reach us on pretty much all social media platforms. Let us know what you think. We honestly, truly would like to know. And if you have any suggestions, we would like to know. Because, as we said, we're playing this by ear, so we're learning as we go. So, again, if you want any sort of feedback, let us know. Zero prep.
Into each episode.
Exactly. Actually, that's not true. I prep for the episodes. I write the rundown of the news I think is good, and then I try to sprinkle in some jokes every now and then.
We do some prep work.
We do a little bit of prep work. We do. But
and we come up with a topic and then
exactly, and our topics we really enjoy because it's things we talk about anyways. All this stuff we are doing right now for you guys, we normally talk about anyways.
Yeah, we would be having the same hour and a half conversation, just not recording it.
So we thought we would share this with you guys and see what other people are thinking out there. So if you have a thought or anything, let us know. If you guys have a suggestion for a topic, let us know. We'll look into it. We'll talk about it and get your feedback on it.
Even if it's sexual, we'll talk about it.
He will talk about it. I'll just stand here and make faces like what do you
What's sex?
Guy gets a girlfriend for the first time in 5 years, and all of a sudden he's like, sexual topics. Because if there's any topic we're fucking versed in talking about, it's sex. Hi guys, welcome to Talking Bold Nerd Podcast. Here are our thoughts on sex.
It's good.
It's good. You said you were going to talk about it. So
pretty much sums it up. It's good.
I'm going to edit out the last 12 minutes. No, I'm not. This is just funny. It's what they call witty banter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to go off the rails.
Oh, I think we went off the rails today.
Just steer the train in the right course.
So, White Canary. Terrible.
We could throw that rail into every fucking show we do. But anyway, so Arrow.
Gotham's bad because White Canary's on Arrow.
It's bad because she's not on it.
Wait, what?
Oh.
Tangent. But Arrow was really good. It almost felt like a season finale. Like, they kind of closed a lot of doors and it seemed like they finished off a lot of things. And it really felt like closure to a season, but gearing up towards more episodes. Like, they set it up where it felt like the end, but there was kind of cliffhanger to be like, hey, this could happen next season, or there's still 2 episodes left and it can happen.
So, okay, you were telling me about it a bit.
Yeah.
It starts off with what? How does the episode start?
That is a very good question. Let me try to remember, because I watched it yesterday. That's a really long time ago.
You told me an hour ago.
That was a really long time. There's paint fumes. How the hell does the episode start? It starts off with okay, I remember now. It starts off with Lance talking to Oliver, and that Cody Rhodes' character is now out of jail.
Okay.
And all of his convictions are being retried. Adrian's convictions are being retried because he's a sociopath.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Makes sense. You can't, which I don't understand.
I don't understand that rule of
because
a lawyer
I don't understand a lot of
like
law stuff for America, but if you're tried and convicted and in jail, doesn't that apply under double jeopardy? Even if the guy's a sociopath? You can't be once you're convicted and tried, you can't retry again if you're of something due to double jeopardy.
Yeah. They're not, but no, what happens is what the standard, or what it seems like in the television world, is that when people go to jail, then that lawyer, mainly the prosecutor that worked for the city,
is infallible.
It goes crazy and does something. Everything he did for fucking years, out the fucking window.
Yeah.
And everyone he put in jail, for some reason, is allowed to walk out.
So it's it's like Cosby. You can't find him funny anymore.
Yeah, something like that.
Wait, hang on. OJ? Is that better?
Yeah, OJ's better.
OJ's better?
Yeah. It's not as fresh as Cosby. But
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, in the TV world, if a lawyer does something, then all his cases get thrown out for some reason. I don't really know why. I don't think that's really appropriate. Just because all that happened is that he goes bad. But was he bad 4 years ago when he put those guys in jail? I don't know. Anyways.
Yeah. So it opens with that. They talk about it, and then he tries to go into his office, and they're like, "You can't go in there." And he's like, "Why? What'd I do this time?" They're like, no, you
Oliver
can't.
tries
Yeah,
to go in.
Oliver tries to go into his office. I don't know the people's names, so I just say him.
Yeah. Well, people watching, they have no idea what you're talking about.
Once again, no one's watching. I'm talking to you. So Oliver tries to go into his office with Lance. They say, no, there's an unmarked package. We don't know what it is. It came from Adrian Chase's real name, which I do not remember.
Okay. Yeah.
I think it's Simon. It came from him. We don't know where it is, but the security guard doesn't know that it's it's Adrian Chase, because only Ollie knows, and I think Lance knows his real name.
Yeah.
So he's like, no, you can't go in there. We got a package from some dude named Simon something.
Yeah.
And he's like, Ollie's like, oh shit, okay, I'm going in. And they're like, no, you can't go in. We have to wait for the bomb squad. So he goes into his office anyways, because it's Oliver, and he doesn't give a fuck. He goes in there, and there's this huge fucking crate, and there's another cop in there. He's like, you can't open this. Like, no, you can't. We have to wait for the bomb squad. It's procedure. Ollie's like, fuck it, grabs a crowbar, shoves it in there, and pries it off, revealing a dead body in cement. And then it goes to the dun 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 arrow. Following that scene, they do some investigative stuff, and they find out that it is a business partner or maybe just someone who worked with Oliver's dad.
Okay.
And he has ties to Adrian's dad and a lawyer. Mm-hmm. So they do some stuff, and it turns out Adrian's sent it there because he knows something about Oliver's dad that Ollie doesn't.
Yeah.
Because everyone seems to know everything about everyone except for the people in the shows. The good guys know nothing. The bad guys know everything. Yeah. Probably know their blood cell count and what type it is.
Oh yeah.
So they find out his lawyer, and he was the last person to have contact with Adrian's lawyer, the dad's lawyer.
Yeah.
So they call him into the office, and he's like, the lawyer says to Oliver, he knew you were going to contact me, Adrian, and I'm supposed to give you this. Mm-hmm. And he's like, you've had contact with him? Like, where is he? What does he know? Blah, blah, blah. And he's like, I can't tell you that. And Thea, who had come back, was like, you don't want to know, or you don't know, or you don't want to know, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, and Ollie's like, calm the fuck down, blah, whatever.
Yeah, he's probably scared.
That's why he was. And he was like, so they gave him the footage, and then Ollie gets called away because they think they found Adrian hiding out in, I guess, a building named after Ollie that his dad had. It was one of his development buildings.
Yeah.
So he goes there with
as Oliver or as Green Arrow?
As the dude in the black helmet.
Oh, the helmet. Helmet.
He's in the black helmet. He goes there with Diggle.
Yeah.
And they get trapped, and they start burying them in cement. And nothing's going to happen because
it was renewed.
It was, yeah.
The show was renewed, so nothing major is going to happen.
And he was like, oh, this isn't Adrian's Endgame, blah, blah, blah. So he tells Thea not to watch it. Yeah. Don't watch the USB. We don't need to know what's on it. Our dad is our dad. It's fine. She watches it because, 1, TV, and 2, TV.
Yeah.
So she watches it, and it turns out it's her dad arguing with some guy, and there's some pushing and shoving, and he accidentally knocks him into like a vat of chemicals or whatever. And then it goes...
This guy is the guy that ended up in the crate at the start of the episode?
No, it's the Joker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he falls into the chemicals.
So their dad made the Joker.
Yeah.
So Oliver's dad is Batman.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So then it goes on that he makes Harley Quinn, and it somehow gets to the plot of the Suicide Squad. I may have fallen asleep and accidentally put on Suicide Squad. I don't know. No. So he knocks him in, and it's a complete accident. You could tell it probably would have been labeled an accident because they have security footage.
Yeah.
Colored footage from 2002.
Yeah.
Great fucking camera angle just on this one spot.
Yeah,
but sure, okay.
HD.
Yeah, HD fucking, yeah.
4K
crystal
quality.
clear. Like, you could zoom in and see a speck of dirt on his fucking suit. So, and then he runs away and he covers it up.
Okay.
And buries him wherever. And that's it. Yeah.
Robert.
So, naturally, it gets out and everyone's like, oh, it's tainted, blah, 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 blah. Adrian is working with Cody Rhodes, who's vastly underutilized in this. Because in the first episode, he's awesome. Yeah. He's kind of just in this to be fodder for someone to have Adrian to fight with the other team members while Ollie goes and fights. So then Felicity and him are in the basement, and they're having this speech about, like, you need to leave the past in the past. And, like, what's done is done. It doesn't matter why you started your crusade. Just do your crusade. Like, save the city. It doesn't matter if it was tainted by what your dad said, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, okay, cool. I'm going to do that. We're like, okay, he's going to brood for 17 more episodes, and then decided, no. Very next scene, he shows up on the scene where they're supposed to go stop him in his Arrow costume. First time we've seen it in like 6 episodes or something.
4 or 6 episodes.
Because he's wanted by the police because of being set up. Being set up earlier. So, lost my train of thought. So he shows up there. Yeah, he shows up there. They have a fight in the hallway. Gives him this whole spiel about his dad and like, I'm here to honor my dad. This is why I'm here. Like,
and that's Adrian.
Adrian's like, I'm honoring my dad for you killing him, and I'm just showing you that your whole crusade is bullshit. You're a killer just like your dad. All of it is garbage. It means nothing. Mm-hmm. Just admit you're a killer and you like killing, and that's it.
Yeah.
Well, Ollie flips it on him and goes, well, it turns out your dad was meeting with a lawyer because he wants to disown your crazy ass. He wanted nothing to do with it. And he says it in a more elegant fashion, but I like how I said it. So Adrian was like, his whole reason, it looks like his whole reason for doing this is kaput. It's bullshit. Father. Yeah, honor thy father. The episode was called Honor Thy Father, so everything kind of played into that central theme. And so he lays down his sword, and he tells Ollie to kill him. And Ollie's like, I'm not going to kill you. Mm-hmm. One, because it's blatantly obviously that there's 2 episodes left. And he's like, you deserve to face justice. So he punches him out and he gets locked up. And then, obviously, him and Thea work out their issues of like, our parents loved us. They are who they are. We need to just be ourselves and stop living through them and in the past and just be us. And this whole and the whole flashbacks also deal with him and Anatoni on the island talking about the hood and honoring his father and his father's message. And basically, he needs to go back to save the city.
Yeah.
Because his dad did what he did. And Anatoly, of course, thinks it's all bullshit. He just wants to go do whatever he wants. But it's just this great central theme of being yourself while you honoring your parents as well. Mm-hmm. And it just seems like that's been the whole season arc of everything in the past coming forward due to some force, but kind of gradually building towards an end.
Yeah.
Where it's like all he needs to, because the flashbacks are ending this season, right? Yeah. So everything kind of has been building up towards this thing where this character has come out of the woodwork based on something that Ollie fucked up in the past. Mm-hmm. And all of Ollie's sins are coming forward as well as everyone else's, his father and his mother. And you can't live through them. You have to be your own person and decide what you want to do. And that's what this whole season has been building towards. And I'm really enjoying what they're doing this season.
It's been really good.
It's been so good. And this episode was, you should just watch. Like, you should at some point you should go watch it because like it is great. It just deals with the past and letting that go and just being your own person. And if there's no better analogy for that, like that's perfect.
Yeah.
Like, you have to be you.
Yeah,
you can
like,
still.
That's part of the show. Part of like I've said it before. I think I even said it on here was like I like Arrow better than Flash
because he learns and he gets it.
Oliver because of different things that
he's flawed.
He's flawed, and he does things because he needs to do things, and he does things because like going back to the whole him and Felicity thing is like with him trying to get her to understand like. I don't want you to have to make those choices.
Yeah.
Like, and she would always be like, well, you do it, you do. Yeah, I've done it, and look what it's done to me.
Yeah.
Look how easy it is for me to do it. Like, I've done some fucked up shit.
And then learning that people also need to learn to make those mistakes for themselves.
Yeah, they have to learn to make
They have to learn. And Felicity learns that. And, like, characters that annoyed the shit out... Like, Felicity, the last season, I could have punched in the temple repeatedly.
Yeah, last season was horrible.
Never going to punch a woman, just throwing it out there. I could have punched her in the goddamn temple. She was so fucking annoying.
It was irritating.
Like, but they fixed her as well. Yeah. Like, she's an actual character who I don't.
Was still a little irritating, but I saw that they were pushing towards this end, and it works well now.
They're building. It seems all of their characters. There's a side plot with Wild Dog, who I hate with a passion. Even in this episode, he didn't piss me off. I liked his whole arc with Lance in this. It was a really good. Building towards what seems everyone needs to leave the past behind them,
and
move forward and be their own people.
Yeah.
And it seems like that's what everyone's building towards. Because Thea, there's a few points in the episode where she says she's damaged beyond repair because of her parents.
Yeah.
Like her parents were, her Malcolm, the mom, the dad, everyone. Yeah. Like she was raised by all these people who are deeply flawed characters, and she's so messed up because of it.
Yeah.
And I understand that. And Ollie was like, no, we need to be our own people.
Yeah,
we can't keep living through them.
I don't like the idea of blaming your parents because of something you did, especially when you're an adult.
Exactly.
Just
But
throw that,
yeah,
throw that mindset
you
out
are
there.
once you're an
you hear
adult.
that sometimes, like, oh, that you grew up in a rough house, or
It's the whole
you're an
nature
adult,
versus
and you-
nurture, right?
Yeah, you're
But
you're
at this
adult,
point,
and you
you're an
know you
adult.
shouldn't Steal.
You-
You're 25 years old.
Exactly.
Don't steal something because
You murder someone, you murder them,
Yeah.
whether it be an accident or whatnot. You need to face up for your responsibilities of what you've done. And again, we've all made mistakes in life.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to own up for shit. And it just seems like, well, that got real. It just seemed like this show is finally realizing that in this season, that I don't know if this was their plan all along,
But it's what you're getting.
but that's what I'm getting, and it's great. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. It's
I'm gonna check this
fantastic.
one out for sure.
I'm
curious to see how the rest end up.
It was one of the best episodes this season. Like, there is very few things wrong with it. It was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone was spot on. My really only beef with this is Cody Rhodes' character is very underutilized.
Yeah, it seems like they
And
should have been
that's
someone
it.
else to have Cody or like a generic villain X.
Yeah, they
It
used
seems like
Cody
they
as
should've
generic villain X, which kind of
should've
annoyed
used
me because
generic villain X.
like he didn't even fight Ollie this episode. He
Yeah.
fought Wild Dog. When speaking of which, I meant to look this up, and I don't know if you know, but when they're shooting people, are they using rubber bullets?
Like when Wild Dog's using his.
Yeah, when
guns?
Wild Dog and
Diggle.
Diggle and everyone, when they're using guns, are they using rubber bullets? They'd have to be, right?
I don't know if they've ever said.
Because it just seems like they're working in tandem with the police for the most part, other than when
because-
Ollie was framed for murder. But I can't see the police being okay with them going around killing all of these people.
Well, based on this show. Well, here I'll throw this out with you. Based on how they work these shows,
Yeah.
they don't read the previous one
Okay.
or the future script.
Yeah,
or
fair
the
enough.
previous page or future page.
Yeah.
So they hated that Oliver killed people.
So they got everyone else to
So
do
that means they most likely are using real bullets because it would contradict what they've been bitching at him for.
it. Yeah.
And therefore it would make sense.
But
in this universe.
it just seems odd that they would go around killing all these people and everyone's okay with this. Because when Prometheus killed people, they were like, "Whoa, killing is wrong."
Well, yeah, they didn't like Oliver killing people either. That's
But
why I'm
they
saying-
wrote that out because Arrow's dead. He's the Green Arrow.
No, I'm just saying, like, no, I'm talking about the team. I'm talking about Wild Dog. I'm
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about Diggle. They were mad when Oliver killed people. So,
But I'm
based on the way this show works and the
Yeah.
fact that they don't read 2 fucking pages at the same time, like, they wouldn't see the plot hole of, like, wait a minute, they're mad at him for killing people for 4.5 seasons, so let's load up those guns with 44s.
Okay.
Like, you know, so, like, I'm guessing
I'm
they're
just
real fucking bullets.
I'm just guessing, like, logistic, not even plot wise. Like, are they though? Really? I can't.
I would say they're rubber bullets, but I don't recall them ever mentioning
because
it.
they have the whole like.
I guess the only way to go back is like watch the early episodes of this season where
Yeah.
you first meet Wild Dog
and see
and
if there's anything.
see if there's a throwaway line. Of
Yeah,
him
because it
using
just
rubber
seems like
bullets.
the girl Black Canary, the real one,
yeah.
uses a gun this episode, and
uses
Diggles
one,
is shooting
Oliver's
people.
been using it.
Ollie's been using a gun because apparently when you wear a black mask, you can't be with a bow.
Well, then they would know it's him.
Oh yeah, because no one else in that goddamn universe uses a bow.
Who?
Who else uses a bow?
Yeah.
The Cupid, Adrian.
No, but then they would know
Malcolm.
it's him.
Why? It's just that no. You
If
can't.
he runs around
no.
in a black suit with a green bow, they would know it's Oliver.
I didn't say he was using a green bow. Could have a black one.
I guess, but that's just vague in lines, like.
Oh, okay.
No,
this is a
black-
show that
out of black-
retconned Arrow out and put Red Arrow in. And I'm using quotations for those who are watching or listening.
Yeah, with the whole Roy.
Yeah.
Arrow,
So
yeah.
him using, they would just think he's another goddamn sidekick on Team Infinity. At this point, they have more freaking characters than the Justice League.
Yeah, I guess.
They are the West Coast Justice League. No, it's the West Coast Avengers. What is it? Justice League Detroit.
Yeah, Justice
That's
League.
if there's anywhere to stick the Justice League, it's in Detroit. That's where they film most of the movies, though, right?
Batman vs Superman was filmed in Detroit. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that would. Yeah.
That opening chase scene when Ben is running towards Wayne Tower.
God, that game's good.
That scene's fucking amazing. I got hard watching that scene. Was filmed downtown Detroit.
It's a good movie. No, it isn't. It's conflicted. But yeah, so Flash sucked. Arrow good. Supergirl Monday.
Yep. Check them all out.
Is that all the shows that are on the CW?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Legends ended a few weeks ago.
Yeah, that's true. Good ending though. I liked it. Solid. I know.
No, I'm just saying I stopped watching.
Trust me. There's 20 minutes of audio of you ranting. We get it. So recap done. Now into main topic.
Main topic.
Why do not comic book movies? Well, they suck too. But video games, movies. Why are they bad?
Why are they?
And why can no one make a good one?
That was a question that has puzzled time since time began. Video games.
Time is an entity now.
Yep. Well, it is, isn't it? Time is an entity.
I think it's a concept.
Is it time's a con? Yeah, time would be a concept.
It's a concept. I don't know if it's a person.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on what you're reading.
Yeah.
But why do they suck? Why can't they make a good one?
So, going back a few weeks ago, we watched
Assassin's Creed. Yeah, sucked.
Michael Fassbender.
Yeah, sucked.
Thought it was going to be good.
I had high hopes for it.
I did.
I don't know why.
I had high. Well, okay, when we watched it, I knew it wasn't going to be good.
Oh,
I had already seen reviews and watched read things and
I didn't.
box office money. It was not good.
Well,
right?
I don't count box office anymore because the box office has made terrible movies or good movies not have anything.
Well, when the movie doesn't cover the budget, it's not. Anyways, but so
Yeah.
I already knew it wasn't going to be good.
Okay, fair enough.
And but leading into the movie coming out in theater,
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be good.
It looked really good. They promoted it well.
I was like, there were a few things leading in the promotions, with the trailers and stuff, where I was kind of like, why are they doing that?
Yeah.
And the big thing is when he gets hooked up to the
Animus.
and then he's partaking in the action in the past. And he's moving all. I'm like, I get what they're doing because they don't want him just laying on the bed.
Yeah.
But why show him at all and just stick to the past?
Well, see, here was my thing. My main problem with that is you are obviously using Fassbender. You are showing him. You are showing him in the past. It's not like he's someone else.
Yeah,
So why
not just
you
leave it
interrupt
there?
the action when you cut back and forth and it takes you right out of the action?
Yeah, it was really choppy and
It was
wasn't
really
good.
stupid. If you want to show the Animus, show him getting in, show him getting acclimated to it or whatever, and then just shoot the fucking action scene where he's being the assassin.
Yeah,
that's
back
what
in the
people
past.
want to see. People don't give a shit about him in the Animus.
No.
No one gives a shit.
Yeah.
No one gives a shit about that in the fucking game either.
Yeah.
That's why they cut it out of most games now.
Yeah, there's very few times they're done in the present.
Like-
Most of the time they plug you back in as fast as you can. So
Exactly,
You get back to the fucking point and plot. of the
Assassin's Creed 1, for all its flaws and game-wise, story-wise, fundamental, it's a good story.
game. Yeah.
But they just retold it in the movie, which makes no fucking sense. They went after the Apple of Eden.
Yeah, they
Well,
used the same movie.
The game-wise, they already had it.
Yeah.
Which was stupid.
Which I thought this was supposed to be its own,
It was supposed to take place in the realm
world
of the
and just be
thing.
plugged into a different, much like all the other games, just a different chapter.
It was in a different assassin than
With a-
Desmond
yeah.
or Altair, but
Yeah.
he was still in. It was supposed to be set in that continuity of the game.
But he has him going over the same thing from Altair.
Exactly.
Like
so
that,
it makes no
so it made
sense. So how
yeah.
and I don't know. It was just
But anyways,
stupid.
there's a lot more video game movies
Oh
to
yeah,
talk about
World
rather
of
than-
Warcraft. I guess that was really bad. I was gonna watch it this week, but I didn't.
Yeah,
Like
I wasn't.
I wanted to see it.
I've never played the game, so I have no idea.
I haven't either, but it's orcs and shit fighting each other, so it seemed interesting. What else is it? Okay, so there are a few not great, but they are good.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat, 95.
Yeah.
Good one. You looking
not-
up the list of video game movies?
Yeah.
Yeah, I meant to do that. But I know a few offhand. So, Mortal Kombat, good. Sequel, terrible. Tomb Raider, first one, good. Second one, terrible. They're rebooting the Tomb Raider movie. It's going to match the tone of the new games.
Yeah.
What else we got? We got Street Fighter. That sucked.
Oh, you know what game what we have to talk about though?
I know what you're saying.
What?
Blood Rain.
Oh.
Night of the
Super
Living
Mario
Dead.
Brothers.
I was gonna keep making.
Mario Brothers.
I was gonna keep naming things. I knew. Well, so come on, guys. You knew we were gonna mention the Super Mario movie. That is the movie
So-
that has nothing to do with anything Mario other than the names, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
This is
I've never seen Double Dragon. I remember playing the fuck out of the game though.
It's not a good movie either.
I've never seen that. They got Street Fighter.
Ter-
Awesome game. Horrible movie.
Yeah.
Mortal
did you
Kombat.
know? Okay, here's a little. Did you know they made a game for that movie?
A game for that movie.
Yeah.
In the game world.
Yeah. It is Street Fighter, the movie, the game.
That's funny.
It is not good
Then we
either.
got Mortal Kombat and Annihilation.
Mortal Kombat,
was
good. Mortal Kombat's good. Annihilation
it's
sucked
a
though.
little dated. Even no, but what I'm saying is like I remember watching it. It came out in '95.
Yeah.
I remember watching it in '95 and it looking cheap.
Yeah.
You know.
But you were
even
like
then.
8.
So like.
Yeah.
But not horrible.
No, it wasn't.
Actually, look, I can see box office revenue.
It did well.
It 122 million. So that up until '95, it's the highest grossing movie.
What came out up until 95?
Well, it starts. This list starts in '93 with Super Mario Brothers,
Okay.
and that has 20 million.
Yeah.
Double Dragon had 2 million. Street Fighter had 99 million,
Okay.
and then Mortal Kombat had 122 million. So,
All right.
but interesting. That was soon beaten by I don't know if this counts. Pokemon, the first movie, 163 million. Does that count as a video game movie?
It is a video game movie, though.
So like that's where I'm like, you have a whole different genre.
It's
to
a
please.
subset of movie.
You
Okay.
just gotta please a bunch of fucking 5-year-olds.
Okay, for the sake of this topic of conversation, we will leave Pokemon out of it.
Yeah, like
Because
I wouldn't include Pokemon in that list.
Those movies, regardless of how they are, do
and
well.
it was a TV show. It was already
it's an established property.
Yeah, it's established live action property.
Yeah, so we will, for the sake of this conversation, I will say that the first movie is good. There's subsequent ones, not so much. And they're not bad
For Pokemon.
for Pokemon.
And they're not counting in our.
But I'm not
actual-
counting them in our
Yeah, I wouldn't
actual
count them
discussion.
because, like,
And what else I'm not counting is, you've obviously heard of this guy, Umi Ball or Umball.
Yeah, Umball.
None of his movies count because they are garbage
Yeah, I've heard
always.
of
So I think that's like Blood Rain and a bunch of other shit. He makes movies because he likes to make movies. He has no like concept of what the games are. He doesn't like them. He just sucks.
it. So, if we're not including Pokemon,
Yeah.
so just going with this,
The first movie's out.
95 Mortal Kombat, 122 million.
Yeah.
Not beaten until Lara Croft came out in 2001
Yes.
with 275 million.
Yeah.
Like it really killed the previous record then.
So right now I'm looking at businessinsider.com and this is the quote unquote best movies based on video games. So right off the bat I can tell you that this is bullshit because the list has Resident Evil, but it has all of them.
Resident Evil movies, 2005 to
2006.
2016.
And I'm telling you right now, they're not all good and maybe the first one. I haven't seen the last one that just came
Need
out.
for Speed was a video game?
Yeah, dude, it's the racing game.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah.
It's not a bad movie. It's got
No, you're
the
right.
dude
I was
from...
thinking- yeah, I looked at the date and realized 2014. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But when I read Need for Speed, I instantly thought of Speed.
with...
And then it just
yeah.
was like, wait a minute, that's a fucking video game? No. Okay,
it might be. No, it's a terrible...
Yeah, Need for Speed, yeah.
Yeah, it's with, what's his face? From Jesse from
Breaking Bad.
the show I
Yeah.
don't watch. Are you on, like... What do you want on Wikipedia?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a video game movie, too. So we're just going to list your movies and why they suck. Like,
Pretty much just talk about it.
you skipped
Like-
Wing Commander.
I've never seen it.
It's got, what's his face? Freddie Prinze Jr.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Freddie Prinze Jr. and
that one?
Matthew Lillard.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've heard of that. I've
It's
never
not
seen it.
it's not good, but it's not
good.
bad either.
Yeah, I want to say it was.
You know what? A lot of these fall under, like, they're not bad, but they're not good either. Like, you can see their Rotten Tomatoes scores, which, granted, not always the best
fuck
for...
Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, well, because they hate DC. But, like, you're looking at it, 34% for Mortal Kombat. And it is, as I go down this list, up until Prince of Persia, it is the highest one. It is the, like, movie.
Yeah, and Prince of Persia's at 36.
So like, none of these movies
So
crack 40.
They don't grade well.
But okay,
Where's Assassins on here?
what is that, like 3?
17.
Okay, fuck Angry Birds. We're not counting that either.
No, like I wouldn't count Angry Birds
No,
as a.
but do we count Sonic? There's one coming.
I no because they I don't count them because they have live action, or well not live action, but they have
Established properties.
established visual action medium. Like there was a TV show.
But what if
Same
they
with
suck?
Pokemon, there was a TV show. Well, they're gonna suck. That's it, regardless. But I don't count them in the same as like I want a video game and then the fucking movie, like Assassin's Creed and then Assassin's Creed movie, like
Yeah.
nothing else in between. I don't want 8 years of fucking cartoons for kids to watch and then hook on, and that's who they're marketing the movie to. So yeah, the movie's not going to be good when you're 30.
No.
You know, they're making it for 8-year-olds or 5-year-olds. Like, so yeah, Angry Birds doesn't fall in that. Neither would Sonic.
Have you seen Silent Hill?
No.
Great game. Terrible fucking movie. Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know why they
Doom.
can't.
Great
crack this
game.
code.
Terrible movie.
I don't know why they can't crack this code.
You know what it is? I don't. And again, they're cinematic in a lot of these movies. So like, what are they doing?
Like Assassin's Creed would have been the first perfect one because there's so much video package when you watch Assassin's
Yeah.
Creed where it should just play like that. I'm sorry, like they couldn't get that to work.
They couldn't get Max Payne to work. How do you fuck up Max Payne? It's a fucking detective movie.
Yeah,
Like they fucked up that. They fucked up Doom. They fucked like Silent Hill is not that hard. Like these get like you look at they fucked up Mario. Like let's just start with that. They fucked up Mario.
yeah. The list started with Mario and it went downhill ever since.
Like honest, like the only one that gets its there's a Tekken movie that's not on
Yeah,
this
it's on-
list.
No, it's on here.
It might be like international.
2010.
But that's a good movie because it gets what the movie is. Like it's a fighting game. There's fights in it, and they set it up like a fighting tournament.
Yeah.
So the Tekken game, I don't think you've ever played any of them.
It's like Street Fighter, right?
Yeah, it's called the
MK.
Tekken tournament, and all these characters they come to see who is the greatest fighter.
Yeah.
That's what they fucking do in the movie.
Well, that's like it's like Bloodsport. No, that's a good fucking movie, but it's not.
Yeah, that's Bloodsport and Mortal Kombat are basically was
Yeah.
supposed to be the same thing because they had him do mocap for Johnny Cage, and then he said no, so they made Mortal Kombat, and that's why he looks like Johnny Cage.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, Johnny Cage.
Yeah.
I thought I said Nick Cage. But yeah, like, I don't get why they can't get these movies to work. They have the established plots. All you have to do is cut out more of the video gamey, like, stuff out of them. Like, the gameplay
Yeah,
and stuff like
the way
that.
you die.
Yeah, the way you die every 20 seconds. But, like, I don't understand how you fuck these up so much. It's like the comic book movies. What's
the game that you were playing the other day or a few weeks ago that was like all fucking video? Like it starts with like a 15 fucking minute video that you had to watch.
Kingdom Hearts?
Was it?
No.
No, I thought it was
It was Final Fantasy. It was Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah,
I started
like,
playing Final Fantasy.
I'm guessing they would still mess that up.
They
Where,
did. It's fucking Spirits Within.
Is on
Final
here?
Fantasy's. It came out in I think 2001. Yeah, and it
Final Fantasy.
the Spirits
Within.
This movie is responsible for killing everything.
Yeah.
It was so bad.
There's a game. Just go with this. There's a video game
Yeah.
that is made up of entirely fucking just put the controller down, walk away for 10 minutes because we're just gonna play this video package and go grab some food or whatever.
It's like Metal Gear Solid.
And they still couldn't put those packages together to make a coherent hour and a half movie.
And what they made their own storyline. All they did was put Final Fantasy in front of it. None of this is based on any of the Final Fantasy games.
Well, then that's where they got wrong.
And that pissed everyone off.
Yeah.
Because you took a property and stuck the name in front of it, and they're like, "Oh,
Trying
people
to
will."
get money and recognition.
Exactly, and it was a terrible movie. Why didn't you just take one of the plots from Final Fantasy, cut some shit off, and make a movie?
Yeah,
I
tweak it
don't
forward.
understand this.
Yeah, I
You
just don't know why
have
they're having such
the
a hard time
plots,
with this.
but you have the plot.
Dude, you ever see that? That's with
The Rock, yeah,
No,
and they
I've seen
fucked that up too.
He's doing Rampage. That's on the list. It's coming out. Like
It
next year.
sounds like it's going to be terrible.
I read something. I think it might have been this week. or last week about it, and I was just like, whew,
You,
this is gonna
you know what's a
be
good movie? Final
But it
Fantasy
has to go
VII.
up, so it has that wild card where like anything he touches now is like gold. So
Yeah.
who knows? Maybe
You know what? You know
maybe
what's
he could save the video game
so
genre.
we cut out animated movies because of what they are. They have established things.
Yeah.
There's three, I think, for Resident Evil and one for Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
There's a movie called Final Fantasy Advent Children. You know what it is? It's a great movie. It's all animated. It looks like the updated games.
Well, I
And it
wouldn't-
takes place after Final Fantasy VII, the game.
see like had they done,
And it's good.
yeah.
Also, they have movies for Resident Evil with the characters who look like the characters in the animated
Yeah,
ones.
Afterlife and Retribution.
And Degradation. Degradation came out.
How about
in-
the final chapter that came out this year? Too.
I haven't watched that yet, but it's probably going to be good. They're all good movies. So, like, and all they do is they follow their own kind of plot.
But, like those ones fall into this category.
Vendetta's out this year, too.
I'm gonna go with that. Those like these Resident Evil ones fall into this category of like you got like Star Wars,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
And then you had like what's episode 2 or the Clones,
Attack of the Clones.
Attack of the Clones.
Attack of the Clones.
And then you had the Clone Wars.
Yeah. Which set place in between, yeah.
It takes place. That's where like these Resident Evil ones would fall in. Like it takes place after the 7th movie, before they're not like they're like mini games.
Well, no,
or,
these
like-
ones follow the plot of the actual games.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, they're
that's what-
mainlined with the
yeah,
games.
that's what I'm saying. They're
yeah.
mainline with the games, like, and it's just like it's cheaper to put away throw this animated movie out to buy time as we're taking 2 years to make this next game.
Yeah,
So, like,
which
It works, but it's not. I'm not like it's not counting towards like
yeah,
the
but
main thing of
the
like
the live action
actual
ones
fucking
take bits and
movies.
pieces of the game. So like, oh, remember this scene in this setting and this person and this person, and they just kind of throw it together and they're like, here you
That
go,
didn't work.
hope it works. And no, like, if you're going to do the plot, do the fucking plot and have it make sense and have it you don't even have to have it well acted, just have it fucking make sense. Like the first Resident Evil, pretty good. The first Resident Evil was good.
This goes back to something. The first thing you need to do in making a movie,
Write it.
Write a good fucking script. Read that son of a bitch.
Well, no, okay, so now they have
300 times.
18 people review the script and change the script and write it.
You need one person at the end to read that thing 300 fucking times and like know it backwards and forwards and make sure that it fucking makes sense.
Well,
Like
why don't you just get
map it out
these?
and be like, okay,
So-
this is where I'm starting. This is where we're going. Then we're doing this. Then we're referencing this.
Yeah.
And then we're coming back and we're going to reference that again because it's important. And then and then make sure the fucking path makes sense for your.
But here's the thing:
character.
Marvel and
That's what they
Marvel
fucking
and
do.
finally DC have learned this. Get the fucking guys who write the shit to do this
To have
crap.
some say, yeah.
Get the people who know these stories,
And
know,
know
these
these
characters to write and produce and
be
do
a part of the
something
team,
in
yeah.
the movie.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just grab people and make whatever the hell you want. That's how we get Ball movies. And they're awful. We got a Far Cry movie from him. We got Blood Rain. We got
Blood Rain's on here, but it's Far Cry. Yeah,
yeah, Far Cry's on here. Blood Rain's on here. Like, I think he made Dead or Alive.
Yeah, that's on here.
He made all these movies and they suck. And they're awful because he just takes whatever he wants and makes a movie. Now, I know what people are going to say. Hey, they made a Ratchet and Clank movie and all they did was make the game and put some more plot into it.
They
and,
really did.
But here's the problem.
It did
You waited until 2016.
Where I saw that on here.
It's 2016, April
Yeah.
29th, 2016. I am a huge Ratchet and Clank fan. I have played every game. I did not watch this movie.
Because the movie came out after the new game though, didn't it?
Yeah, and the remastered of this game is great.
So the game, okay,
They made the game and the movie.
they made this movie though.
Yeah.
This movie is acting out the game that came out a few months before.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's the same basic plot of the game.
So like, yeah, that's what fucked them over.
Yeah.
Like, why would I watch what I just played 2 months later?
Plus, they waited so long. Ratchet and Clank is no longer the franchise
Not
it is.
relevant, yeah.
It's not. Had it been relevant, it probably would have been a good movie.
Oh, for sure. If it came out like 10, 12 years
Because the
ago.
game is amazing.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it right now. Hitman. Great game. Well, maybe. We'll see what happens. The Eidos or Square Enix or drop the studio who makes thing this week.
They made 2 Hitman movies.
Both not that great.
I think I've seen the first one with Timothy Olyphant.
Yeah. No, we watched the second one. There's that big street fight with him killing people, and he's protecting that girl or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
We
see,
did
that's
watch
how
the second
memorable that movie is.
one.
It's
Yeah,
not
we
good
did watch the
either.
second one.
Street Fighter: The Legend of Chun-Li. No one watched that movie. It has a 6.
Yeah.
Like it's not a good movie. Tekken, and just I'm looking at Tekken. Tekken's great. I love Tekken.
You know what I want to see? Arkham Asylum.
Just play the game. Silent Hill, they fucked that up. Warcraft, they fucked that up. Ratchet and Clank. Need for Speed. Need for Speed, you can't really make a movie. We have one. It's called Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, Need for Speed is Fast and Furious because there's no plot in Need for Speed. It's like race this car to this end, and then
Okay, so I read you the list of the Business Insider's best movies based on video games. It's the whole Resident Evil franchise, which they're wrong because not all of them are good. Pokemon, the first movie.
Which
Final
technically
Fantasy,
wouldn't count.
which should be on the other list. Tomb Raider, the first one, which is good.
Yeah.
Silent Hill, which is good. It's all right actually. Warcraft, I have not watched, but it seems to have it seems to have its fans, so I might have to check that out. Ratchet and Clank, Need for Speed, and Mortal Kombat. I don't agree with everything on their list, but not bad. So now I'm going to their worst movies based on video games list. You got Mortal Kombat Annihilation. I agree with that. You got Max Payne. Totally agree with
Is that
that.
Marky Mark?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Mark Wahlberg was in it. They fucked up this movie so bad. It's terrible. Super Mario Brothers, which we keep saying how bad it is. We should really talk about that in a minute. Wing Commander, should really watch that. It's good. Doom, it's cool because it had a first person scene where it goes around killing shit, but it looked like one of those. Remember in the 90s they did those. What the hell are they called? FMVs.
Yeah.
Where like in game it was like a live action shot, but
Yeah.
it looked terrible. That's kind of what Doom looked like.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
They tried something.
They did. Street Fighter. Double Dragon. This fucking image should just tell you how bad this movie is. And yes, that's Alyssa Milano.
I was just gonna say.
House of the Dead. Alone in the Dark. That's an Ball movie. And it is so bad. And Postal. Which I didn't know they made him. Oh, it's a Moonball movie, and that explains why I have no idea that it didn't exist. Because I refuse to watch any movie he made. So, I feel like we made some valid. The list is they're all not good, and I don't know why they can't just make one.
I guess it just comes down to like, it has to just be poor understanding of the source material.
You think that's what it is?
It has to be. It seems like it is.
Yeah.
It seems like they don't understand the characters.
Well, Umi Ball doesn't give a shit about
I'm not
source
talking
material.
about that.
Yeah.
But I'm like major studios. They don't understand the characters.
Yeah.
They're not understanding the fan base in relationship to what you want to see
Yeah.
versus what you've been playing.
And it seemed like Assassin's Creed was gonna get it.
Assassin's Creed, I thought was the one.
That was the hope, man. I hoped, and it seemed like that was it. I really thought that was it.
It wasn't.
So, Super Mario Brothers, the movie.
We watched that a few months ago, like
First,
last year sometime.
that is the first major motion picture based on a video game.
Well, it's because it's one of the first video games, but yeah.
Well, yeah, it is one of the first video games, but it is the first major motion picture based off a video game.
Yeah.
It stars Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo as Mario and Luigi.
I don't think that's horrible casting.
It's not. It's
No, that's pretty accurate for '93.
It's what they did in the movie that is. I don't even know what the fuck they were thinking. Like, who wrote this and was like, "This is a solid play. Let's do this."
Yeah, like
So they go to this alternate universe,
has no
which
bearing on.
I'm fine with. Whatever. That's how you get them into Mario Land. Fine, cool. What the fuck, though? Like, it's an alternate version of Manhattan where dinosaurs evolved instead of primates. That's not the fucking story of Mario. He saves the princess from a lizard with a shell. That is the story of Mario.
I don't know if you can make Mario work in live action.
I don't know if you can, though.
With what? How?
Just have him go through various stages of trials.
You can't. I'm just saying you will not watch a movie where he does 18 levels.
No,
of
I'm
the
not
same
saying
level.
18 levels, but have him like
run through a maze, it's not gonna work.
Well, what is that? It's like fucking Dread and what's it?
Dread
Ray?
didn't work.
But the other one did, Raid.
So have him go through a house just to get.
Have him go through kind of like a gauntlet of stuff and think he reaches the top. He fights like one of the Koopa underlings or whatever. And then it turns out that's not the right one, and he doesn't know that because it's not his world or whatever.
Yeah.
And then he was like,
He
no,
has to do it again.
and then just have him, like, no, I'm not saying go through a longer thing, just have him fight some more people, and then Bowser comes out and taunts him, and then he fights a little bit more, and then he fights Bowser. Super Mario really, though, does not work as a movie.
Yeah, because how's he fighting fucking turtles and large mushrooms? This is what I'm saying. Like it doesn't make sense for the even if you throw this is an alternate
But
world.
here's the
you
thing:
can't
it
fight
doesn't
a
have to
fucking
be.
mushroom.
It doesn't have to be live action.
Then it doesn't fall under what we're counting.
It doesn't, but
Oh, as an animated movie, 100% works.
that's what I'm saying. It does not work as a live action.
No, it
There's
doesn't.
no
There's no
fucking
way.
way. I do not. If you guys can find a way to make a live action Mario movie, let me know.
Yeah,
Because
don't
I do not think this concept works.
No, as a live action, it will not work.
No. Because Sonic's going to try. Sonic's going to try and combine live action,
Is it live action?
I think so, with Sonic. There's a little bit of details up. It's on the list.
I'm gonna look.
It's going to try to combine live action with Sonic. And there's cartoons based on that.
Like the
And
Smurfs?
games. Yeah.
Is that what we're going with?
Yeah,
Like,
it's kind of like the Smurfs. Those some movies don't work either. It's just on the list of things. But yeah, so while he's looking up that, there is 58. Let me just 58 video game movies in development. 58.
whew.
So let's go down this list here and see what we can find. There's Alter Beast. Like, no one wants an Alter Beast movie, really. Assassin's Creed 2, apparently. What else we got? Asteroids, really? We got that. It's called Armageddon Deep Impact.
Oh, it says right here. June 10th, 2014, a film based on Sonic series was announced. The film will be a live action and CGI hybrid.
Yeah.
The movie is scheduled to premiere in 2018
18.
with Tim Miller as the executive producer. Tim Miller's the guy that did Deadpool.
Yeah.
As the executive producer.
So
along
he left
with his
Deadpool to make
Blur
Sonic
Studio
the Hedgehog.
collaborator Jeff Fowler.
Which, by the way,
director.
no one even plays the Sonic games anymore, so
it's
how are
only
you
his
making a movie?
studio doing it.
Yeah.
He's Tim Miller's executive producing with his studio, Blur Studio.
Yeah.
And Jeff Fowler is set
Blur.
to direct.
Sonic is in Blur.
But it is a live action and CGI hybrid. Well,
Yeah.
we'll see.
So,
Probably not going to do well.
Borderlands. Call of Duty. Really?
Call of Duty, isn't that Saving Private Ryan?
Yeah. Centipede. Centipede is in development. Contra. They already made Contra, and it's every Arnold movie imaginable. Dante's Inferno. Everyone knows the story of Dante's Inferno. Fucking Detective Pikachu.
That would be probably an animated one.
It's a live action hybrid.
Stop with that, please.
Yeah, they're not good.
It doesn't fucking work. Roll the dice and make a choice. Do one or the
Deus
other.
Ex, a franchise which they've put on ice for a while, hasn't. Devil May Cry. That might actually be good if they could get it to work. Devil May Cry is awesome.
Probably won't work.
No. The Division. It's like every fucking virus outbreak movie.
Yeah.
An actual Far Cry movie. Which, again, any other
Far
one.
Cry and what's the other one? With Nathan.
Uncharted?
Uncharted. Uncharted is a big popular one. Like been trying to get pushed for years.
And apparently
That's the
they're
closest
making
next one.
they're apparently making it without fucking Naughty Dog, which is just stupid. It's not Firewatch, which may work as a game. Five Nights at Freddy's. That actually might be interesting. Fucking Fruit Ninja.
Well, that's again, that falls into that grade.
But Angry Birds and fucking didn't work either. Gears of War.
Angry Birds getting a sequel, so the first one must have worked.
Yeah, I guess. Gears of War might work as a movie. Ghost Recon. Why? Oh, it's a Michael Bay movie, so, God of War. That actually might be good. Gran Turismo. Here's one that'll never get made because we're still waiting for Half-Life 3, but Half-Life. Halo. Which Peter Jackson was working on. It was on its way to be out there.
Yeah.
But Halo Star Wars is huge right now. You could easily make a Halo movie.
But the problem is they they fell behind, so now it would come out in like 2025, and the hype would have been too far.
Yeah.
You know, like
They missed their window.
They missed
Heavy
their window.
Heavy Rain.
Heavy Rain.
Great game. Terrible concept for a movie because you want to feel the experience. You don't want to watch it. You
Yeah,
watch
that's
Saw.
just a detective movie where you find out how this person died. Like,
Just Cause.
probably not.
Good game.
Good game.
Not a thing. Kane and Lynch might be a good one. The Last of Us. I hope they don't make that a movie. The game is good enough as it is. You don't need it. Like
Yeah.
that game is perfect. I didn't finish it because I got mad, but it's perfect. Mass Effect.
And the thing is, like, a lot of
You
video
missed your
games-
window on Mass Effect.
Well, with video games, a lot of the concepts are the same. It's
Yeah.
post-apocalyptic, it's futuristic, and there's a guy with a gun. And sometimes it's a guy with a gun or a team with a gun.
Good, bad. I'm the
So,
guy
like,
with a gun. Evil
The
Dead.
movie is just going to be the same. You're just going to make up the same
Yeah.
fucking movies
Well,
over and
they
over.
put the Mass Effect fucking franchise on ice this week because the
Yeah.
game did so badly.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, they shifted a bunch of people and they put that on ice. So like, yeah, but make the game. Metal Gear Solid. The fucking game is a movie.
Yeah.
You play the Metal Gear Solid 4. You watch more fucking cutscenes than you do
I think
playing
that
the
might have been
game.
the one I was talking about the other.
I wasn't playing that though. I was playing Final Fantasy, but Metal Gear Solid, there's like an
Okay.
hour and a half cutscene in the
Yeah.
middle of it. Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. And like after Hideo left, like they just run that franchise into the ground anyway, so it doesn't matter.
The list is there.
The list is long. The list is long. I'm gonna go down it and see if there's actually anything more interesting on it. Metro, Minecraft.
I just
That'll make money. Minecraft.
probably
People love that shit. Don't
but
need
it
it.
falls in that weird area.
The Mortal Kombat's back on this list, but they made a great game, or they did make a great game. Mortal Kombat 9's awesome, so is 10. But they did that TV show, which was really good. I want to see Rampage. I'm just looking at Rampage. I just want to see like what they have for it.
They have a cast.
Yeah, but
like how they're working with like
there's a way that
Rock and the three people. I
yeah.
read something the other day.
Apparently, I don't know. It's weird. I don't know how this movie's gonna work. It won't.
It probably won't. I saw something.
The way they have it set up is really stupid.
Yeah.
They're the Sleeping Dogs. That's a good. Like, none of these fucking movies are gonna be made. Like, they're just gonna sit around and fucking. See, there's a prequel to Tekken coming out, but that's Japanese, and that'll be awesome. Like, on this list is fucking Tetris. What the fuck? See, Tomb Raider, Uncharted, that'll be good. Not. Yeah, I made a '90s joke. Watch Dogs, don't really need. Like, this list is just basically every fucking game is getting a movie in development at some point. But like, they're
This is the thing with Rampage. I found it.
okay. I want to know what Rampage is. So far we have solved why they cannot make a good movie because they
Just
don't.
don't have the right team.
I truly
They're on the
don't
right
think
team,
they
right
know what
concept
the
of
concept
How
is.
to translate? Because with video games, you want to do this. You want to do this.
Yeah, you
want
wanna play.
choices, you want to have fun. You want
Yeah.
to do this. You want, and then that audience now has to put down the controller and watch someone else tell them how the game's going to get played.
Yeah.
And I think that's the biggest problem. Is like the audience, like the gamers, don't want to sit there and watch a game or watch the movie. Where they're like, well, no, I would have done this with that character because then if you do this, you know you can go back and do this. You know what I mean? Like, I
But
just don't
apparently-
think the fucking concept is.
I'm gonna throw that thing on its head because everyone watches Let's Plays.
Well, that's different.
That's
not-
different?
That's completely
Okay,
different.
that's- yeah.
That's no, because the option is still there to watch me go back and do that.
That is
But
true.
A movie is fixed. You cannot change what's on that.
By the
screen
way,
for
Let's
2
Play's
hours.
coming as soon as we figure out how to do it.
Anyways, Rampage. In our story, we have 3 animals who fall victim to evil genetic editing, rapidly changing every strand of their DNA so they grow, evolve, and mutate. Everything becomes amplified. Their size, strength, speed, agility, and violent aggression. One of the animals infected, a rare albino gorilla named George, is my best friend. That's referencing the best friend to the Rock's character.
Okay.
George is played by Jason Lyles, pictured with him in like his tweet picture.
So are they like?
And then
So the mutated animals are in it, and the Rock and shit are just hanging out.
yeah, pretty much. Like, It just I don't understand what these characters are. Like I don't know what Rampage is, to be honest. I have no.
It's that game.
I've seen the picture. Of
You've
it.
seen it. It's back
I've
in the
seen
day.
this
There was a
picture.
lizard, the ape, and
I've seen this picture.
where
I
they
just
fight
have-
each other
Maybe.
on the buildings and stuff and knock them down. I know.
How's
You
that a game? How's that a movie?
It isn't. It's the best answer
That's
I
the
can give
fucking
you.
problem,
There
right?
was no plot to that game. It was just
Yeah,
like
it seems
these
like-
giant
That's another thing. A lot of video
making a
games,
plot where there's no plot.
some video games have great plot.
Yeah.
And a lot of other video games just fucking don't because they don't need it. Like
Yeah.
you know,
Tomb
like
Raider
the
works. Tomb Raider works because it's just Laura Croft going to
She's doing this. She's doing.
Yeah.
It works. That's why like Uncharted would work. It'd be like an amped up like national treasure.
Well,
type
they
of-
would just take
you
the
know, like-
cutscene. Well, yeah, because
Yeah, but it would
Uncharted
just be
is
an-
Natural
yeah, it would
Treasure
just
with
be an
Nathan
amped
Drake.
up version of that.
Yeah.
Like it could work. But
You
then
just-
you get to Mortal Kombat and you're like, two guys fight. Like there's no fucking reason. It's just a tournament of why this guy. You know what I mean? Like
And
it
there's
doesn't
so
work.
much lore.
Yeah.
See, I'm gonna go on two things. There's so much lore behind everything in Mortal Kombat. It doesn't translate well to screen, I think,
Because you need a lot of information.
because you need a lot of information, and sometimes you just want to get to the characters fighting because that's the whole premise.
Yeah.
But the Uncharted thing is you have to have respect for the atmosphere it creates. And again, it goes back to our point of them not knowing or getting the game and the fans is you have to respect the game and
Yeah.
its atmosphere. Uncharted is great because of the atmosphere it portrays with the with the characters and their dialogue and what they say, how they act and how they feel. When you have an actor playing that role, as opposed to the voice actor who knows these characters and has played them for so long, you're asking a whole new person to come in and try to get that feel, and it doesn't work. And again, a lot of these movies, it's like the comic book movies. The first initial people who see these movies are going to be the fans.
Yeah.
And if
They don't
if they don't like it,
word spreads.
word spreads and it's done. That's what happened. Prime example. Green Lantern.
Yeah.
Green Lantern, people saw early footage at Comic-Con. And
it
it
was-
got
it was-
out,
it was
and it was
before the movie
early,
came
and it
out.
was out before the movie came out. It was early preliminary stuff, and it got such bad press from fans and everyone that it just permanently tainted whatever Green Lantern did, and the
Yeah.
movie was never the same because of it.
No.
Prime example of things like that. And again, everything leaks, so either have it ready or just don't do it, I think is the thing. But yeah, video game movies, they don't work because I don't know. I don't want to say they don't respect the source material because sometimes it seems like they do, but it just seems like they don't get it
Yeah.
or it's just too hard to translate
I think
to
that's what it
things.
is.
And a lot of the
You gotta
times
choose
that's what it
wisely.
is.
That
You
list of 58 movies, I can narrow down to 5, and these would be your best chances of making it a
Yeah.
successful one. You don't need 58 of them.
No.
Not gonna fucking work.
I think off that list that we just read, Tomb Raider, Mortal Kombat, Uncharted,
Far Cry.
Far Cry we've had
Well, Far Cry similar to Uncharted.
no, Far Cry is different. It's an action movie. It's like an Arnold action
Yeah.
movie. We already have those. You don't need a Far Cry game or a Just Cause game.
No.
Uncharted is like National Treasure
Yeah.
kinda, and Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
Well, they're based off of each other,
Yeah.
so it works if you can respect the lore and make it work. Oh, God of
next-
War. God of War you can make work. It's him taking down the gods. We had that with that was that movie. With that dude and he fights the gods. It's my
Immortals?
No, with the guy they've been pushing Sam Witwer. Was it Sam Witwer, right?
Oh, Clash of Titans?
Yeah,
Those
Clash
things?
of Titans, Clash of the
yeah.
the sequel.
Yeah, yeah.
It's basically
Yeah,
that.
and those weren't good though.
No, they weren't. But
So
if you
God
take
of War wouldn't work.
but no, those movies sucked.
No, but God
but
of War I wouldn't put on the list.
I would, because if you can make it work, it's easy to make Kratos, a guy who just kills gods, work. Have him be betrayed like he
Not
was.
for the average moviegoer.
No, you don't think so? Yeah, you know what? It's an 8 hour. I don't know. I think it could work, but it also could not work. And that's the thing with these things. It's pick and choose. Like, either it works or it doesn't. And some of them have so basic of a plot that, like Angry Birds. Angry Birds is like, they're mad because the pigs stole their eggs. Okay. Write some terrible fucking humor around it. Yeah. Write some topical jokes, throw some emotes in there, and then you gotta move it.
I want to see that emoji movie.
I was just gonna say there's a goddamn emoji movie, which is like, how do you make that a movie? But I guess they can make it.
You got Patrick Stewart in it. He's the poop emoji.
Of course, Patrick Stewart can do no wrong, man. That guy is
Poop emoji.
fucking legend. But yeah, I don't know if they can make them work anymore, and I'm tired of them trying and failing miserably. Like, stop getting my hopes up for these movies. It's like goddamn DC movies.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know if they'll work.
I
don't think we'll ever get one that'll work. It's been 30 years at least.
93 was the first one.
Yeah, and it has not worked. Granted, some of these movies are fun to watch because they're so bad they're good. Like Mario is so bad it's good.
Yeah, it was fun.
Wing Commander so bad it's good.
I've never seen it.
You should really watch it. Street Fighter.
That's
so bad it just sucks.
I watched it not knowing. I seen it when I was younger, and I don't
No,
even know if
not
I
knowing
remember,
not knowing Street Fighter.
not knowing Street Fighter.
Yeah.
But I watched it because Van Damme was in it.
Yeah.
And I probably should have been watching it for the other way around because I should have been watching Van Damme movies when I was like 8 years old. But
that's what we watch, man.
That's what we watched. But yeah, I watched it because Van Damme was in it.
So I think wrapping up our topic is, yeah, they don't work. They probably won't ever work. Stop trying.
I guess.
Pretty much, like that's.
No, like I think they just choose wisely.
Yeah, choose wisely.
Make better
Respect
choices,
the lore.
Respect it. Get the right team, and when you're ready, roll the cameras.
Yeah.
But don't fucking rush it.
Don't
try
you can't
don't-
rush these things in production. Like
Yeah,
games
don't rush
take
it, don't do that.
games take at least give or take 2 years.
So,
your
yeah,
your movie should
a
not
game-
take less time.
A game that is making its 5th or 8th sequel,
Yeah.
something like Assassins, you know?
Yeah.
Where it still takes 2.5 years.
Yeah.
I mean, they were pumping them out yearly, but they started to
Decline in quality.
and that's why they stopped.
Yeah.
So like they take 2 years for even, and that's a series that has everything engineered already. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like the world, they just got to tweak the things, but it still takes 2 years to come up with a story that they already come up with the right story for the world that they're creating.
Exactly.
And sometimes the studios will do it in 18 months from start to finish.
And
Like,
it doesn't work.
and that's why it happens. Yeah.
Well, guys, I think that's the end of this week's Talking Bull podcast. Thank you for listening. I'm Anthony. This is Nick. Please like and follow us on Twitter at Talking Bull PC. You can follow us on YouTube at Talking Bull. You can follow our Facebook group on Facebook.
/ Talking Ball.
Isn't it like .groups though?
No.
Oh, you can just find. Okay, you can find it on Facebook on Talking Bull. You can find us on SoundCloud if you want the audio version of this on Talking Bull. Anywhere you see that Talking Bull logo, give us a like, give us a subscribe. Thank you.
Bye.